What did I do?
Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Oddballs TV. Woohoo! We're missing one guest, but we really don't care. We're missing Chad. He will be along shortly when he gets his life in check.
Come on, Chad.
So tonight we have a really cool panel. I have the man on that said he would never come on. Wonder who that is. David.
That'd be me.
And he actually gave me a challenge and said, I want this, and this person on and do it, and I will come on. And I think it was like an hour later. We had you all booked.
Like, if you could move your hand away from my face, that would be great.
So I'm actually the only person that has to be here.
Yes. Everybody else, they're on the screen now. They can just go. I mean, they're contractually obligated.
I was waiting for that.
Liz is like, I don't know who this chick is. I'm done. Gone. Bye. And this is not going to be another 9-hour show. Anybody brings that up? No, I'm done. I still haven't slept properly since that night. But let's get everybody to introduce yourselves, where you're from, who you are, what you do. Starting with the beautiful Liz. To my
Hi, like it says, I'm Liz from Royal Reptiles. We've been breeding ball pythons now for about 6 years. We're located in northern Illinois, which might be one of the worst states to live in now, as Nick and Jules know very well. But yeah, so we've been breeding for about 6 years. We focus mainly on ball pythons, but we also breed boas and some spotted pythons. We've got like a pair of olives that we're growing up right now. And we do a lot of educational shows with different reptiles around the different schools and communities as well. So we have like a couple bearded dragons, an Asian water monitor, and some other reptiles, and even arachnids to go along with that. So lots of fun.
Very nice.
Very
spotted,
cool.
Spotted pythons.
Mm-hmm.
I have a love affair with spotted pythons, and I can't find any in Canada.
I have two. I have a pair available.
But you can't import them.
No,
because of that
can't.
stupid Australian rule or something.
Yep.
They're hard to find in Canada, so I'm very jealous.
Yes.
Anyways, over to the lovely Jules and Nick.
Hello. Go ahead and introduce us.
I'm David Cease. I'm filming this from old folks' home. I should be okay for about 20 minutes or so because I just had the orderly change my diaper. I'm not going to remember much of this live, so...
I regret this.
You regret this. I regret this. I booked it.
You asked me to go first.
I shouldn't have. I should have expected nothing less. So we're Nick and Jules. I'm clearly the better half of Nivial. We're from northern Illinois as well. And we've been breeding together for the last 2 years. We do ball
2
pythons.
years.
Yeah, I was going to say breeding snakes
I thought you had
together.
a 3-year-old.
Yeah, 5-year-old.
We do. We've been breeding ball pythons for 2 years together. This is going great. So yeah, you've been breeding for a lot longer. You can talk about that.
Yeah, I've been keeping and breeding snakes since the early 90s because I'm old. Not David old, but pretty old. So got in and out of the hobby several times. And now this time is the best time because my partner in crime is with me. So we're excited.
Because she does all the work, right?
People... Let's not get silly.
She makes all the good business decisions.
She does. She does have. She's got an eye for things, and she makes great business decisions, and she makes great deals for snakes. So, unfortunately, she reciprocates the great deals to people like David. But
I didn't know I was going to be attacked on this live.
That's why you're here. Yeah.
Sorry, Jules, I got you. I'll back you up.
And I'm not going to stick up for her. She tells me
Thanks,
whatever
Liz.
I want.
Thanks, Liz.
But we're excited. We're excited with what we're doing as far as the business end is concerned. And we're also excited because there's even though this week is a little rough, there's so many cool people. There's so many fun people. There's so many family-oriented people. There's so many people who are genuine.
Mm-hmm.
There's Chad too, but I mean, for the most part, everybody is just fantastic. I didn't bring my filter.
You have a filter? All right, next.
Yeah, put a mask on.
Oh, dear God. David, go next. You're next.
Oh.
Who's next?
Oh.
You.
What happened?
Need a hearing aid now?
Oh, God, here we go.
I'm
Joey!
David.
Where am I?
From Texas. And been into reptiles and animals, birds, small animals, fish. Way longer than Nick was, but Nick's still older. So is Chad. Did a lot of cool stuff and ended up getting out probably fully between 13 and 2015.
Mm-hmm.
And then I just flew back in last spring. Hitting it hard with ball pythons. Some locality boas, some other stuff I always forget about. Lots of cool stuff.
All females.
Oh, females.
Yeah,
A
if you
big-
got a female ball python, David will buy it.
It's a lot of females. I like females. Unlike Chad.
We're inclusive on this channel. We don't attack people for their sexuality.
No.
I was talking about his male snakes. What are you
No,
talking
I
about?
mean,
Yeah,
I
what'd
was
you
talking
think?
about Chad's usage of Grinder, but you know, it's going to be one of those nights. I can feel it.
Comments. I'm like trying not to die.
It's fine. We're all
But yeah,
good.
it was probably 91, 92 when I got into Hog Island boas. And then everything after that.
Did you say 92?
Something like that.
I'm not even going to tell you how old I was in 92.
Me
I
either.
wasn't
Jules
born.
wasn't Jules wasn't even
You
born.
born?
I wasn't even a thought.
You weren't even
Okay,
born.
I was born in 92. Thank you.
She was
Oh
one.
my.
I was 3.
I was born in 97.
Oh my god. Yeah, that's right. Oh my
And I'm
god.
still
Alright, there
younger
we
than
go.
Chad and Nick. So
I feel
Damn, Liz, you're a baller. Holy.
Yeah, really are though.
23.
she's like
ah.
same age
That's
as my son.
freaking amazing.
Thank you.
I respected you before, but now you're on a whole nother level.
Oh, but all I have is snakes.
I did not have my
Like,
stuff
I live
together
in this
when I
little
was
rickety
23.
shack, but I have this gorgeous snake room behind me. All my money goes into this.
Nothing wrong with that.
Damn, that's awesome.
Thank you.
Yeah, I feel like I had nothing figured out at 23.
Yeah.
I had
Well, I
my
guess
first
for
baby.
you.
Like I was knocked up at 23.
I had my daughter will be 6 in June. I had her when I was 18.
I have nothing figured out and I'm at 43, so more
That's
power
true.
to you, Liz.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yeah, that's impressive.
Max, why don't
I'm
you introduce
I'm impressed.
yourself? I mean, you've been on here before, but you know, refresh everybody's memory.
Max with Interstellar Reptiles, based in the panhandle of Florida. So I haven't had to deal with too much of the cold weather, luckily. But it's my first year breeding. Got 14 snakes right now. Hopefully 4 girls should go for me this year. I'm focusing mostly in recessives, with puzzle being the main focus.
Dang.
He's also one of the
Chad,
coolest
you're
people
next.
I know. And
I didn't know Amish lived in Florida.
and he has a mind like an encyclopedia.
Did you say
Yeah,
something about someone?
I like Max. I could say
Me too.
nice things.
I think it is true though that Max is the most southern Amish person on the face of the earth.
Yeah, I was used to them in
Right?
northern Iowa.
No, they kicked me out because I wouldn't build anything.
Oh, here we
Probably
go.
why they kicked. That's probably why they kicked them out and moved them down to Florida.
Amish are fun though, man. I used to work with some Amish. They're actually fun people.
Oh yeah.
It's true. I'm serious. They're actually fun.
One thing I wanted to bring up before we start getting into too much conversation and jabs. If you haven't joined the Facebook group Reptile Relief 101 over on Facebook, please do. That's where they are raising money and helping out the people in the Midwest right now who are going through this cold snap. And also, it should be in the description below my streams being wonky. They also have a PayPal, which is Reptile Relief 101 at gmail.com. And seriously, guys, any little bit that hurts helps. I am tired. I mean, I've lost friends who have lost over 100 animals. Or I have friends that have lost over 100 animals so far. I have friends who literally their kid's goldfish tank is a solid block of ice. So if you can, please go help any way possible. So I just wanted to get that out there.
One thing I did notice, though, I had a friend on here, Kelda. She showed me her snakes that were dead to their rights. She's in Louisiana, and they thawed out, and they came back, and they're all doing well. So between hers and then Billy's, I don't know. Maybe you shouldn't give up on the snakes so bad, like when if they're too cold.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Moving forward,
Yeah, definitely. The biggest thing is don't try to move them though either if they're frozen because of them being, cold-blooded or ectotherms. If you move them, you'll actually rip tissue because it truly does freeze. So that's another thing. If you ever get a snake that arrives frozen or go through something like this, they're curled up in a ball. Don't try to unravel them because you can actually tear the tissue because of how cold it is.
Makes sense.
So,
Or heat them up too fast.
yeah, don't heat them up too fast either. That's a good point.
I also want to give a public thank out to everybody who's responded to my messages earlier to help out with that live. Thank you. That was probably the highlight of 2021 for me.
That was insane.
I just sent out a few messages. It was all Tej.
That was insane. My God.
The kid pulled a better show than 99.99% of reptile podcasters out there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, for real.
Props to TJ.
Yeah,
but I just wanted to thank all of them, like Miguel, MJ. I can't remember half of them now.
Chase,
Billy, Will,
MJ,
Will Rose, Brian Cusco, the Nerd Boys, Chase, JKR for popping in the chat. I just want to thank them all for popping in and pretty much making that 13-year-old's life.
Agreed.
Yeah. And thank God someone in that family knows what they're doing with snakes.
Yeah, for real.
Thank God.
Nick,
That's just.
we're going to be the next ones.
What are you talking about?
We don't need to be Ball Python 101.
Oh.
You're going to be Ball Python 102?
I
hope not.
I have no fear. So,
Oh my God.
What?
Oh God! All right, guys, everybody, say goodnight to Nivial Exotics.
Yes, Nick.
Yeah, Randy.
Everybody say good. If Nick goes missing in the next few days, it wasn't Jules.
Exactly.
Oh my God, that was so insane. So, what's everybody up to right now? How's everybody's seasons going?
Mine's going pretty good.
I'm just a snake hoarder, so I'll let you breeders start.
Snake hoarder.
Yeah, no, it's going good. We've had 3 or 4 ovulations over here. A couple girls just had their post-ovulation sheds a few days ago. Got done ultrasounding everything about last month, or we're due here in the next week to ultrasound everything again. But most of the girls seem to be on track, so definitely happy with that. Last year, although we had an awesome year, like it was a really good year, but it really actually was a shitty year in the fact that, like, I think we had 47 pairings last year and I had 22 clutches. Like, I've never had such a low, like, percentage of my females go, and then 86% of my hatchlings were male.
Wow.
So yeah, but so we're looking forward to this year, and I guess I always say, you know, if that's what we do on our worst year, I can't complain. So
Mhm.
yeah, so
It's
going
the law
pretty
of
good.
averages. You know what I mean? You
Yeah.
do well.
And that's what goes to show, guys. You don't always get the snakes you want or hit the odds you want, or you might hit all the odds, but you get all males, or vice versa. There's one snake this year that I wanted to be male, and it came out female. I was like, really? Out of all the males that I got this season?
Well,
So,
that's
yeah.
20, so.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, so definitely, you know, you can do everything right, but it comes down to hitting the odds and hitting the sexes. So,
For sure.
So you had 47 pairings last year?
yeah.
And what now? Have you increased your amount of breeder females since then?
Not really. That we're holding at about around 50 females right now. We are greatly expanding now because originally I was able to quit my job in 2020 and do this full time. So we'll be expanding. Like next season, we should be expanding by about 20 more females, and then the season after that, I should have between 20 to 30 more girls going. So we'll be expanding pretty quickly here. But for the past 6 years, we've kept pretty consistent around between 40 and 50 girls. So I've just been moving out like single gene girls and replacing them with more powerful females. So our biggest season yet was 32 clutches.
Wow.
That's amazing.
That's awesome.
How long
When did
have
you
you
start
been doing it,
ultrasounding?
Liz?
6 years. This will be our
When did you start
6th
ultrasounding,
season.
Liz?
I started ultrasounding last season, and it actually was a huge help. I mean, I know we just had a good percentage of our girls that didn't go, but we moved our snake room last year as well. We finished out what we needed to, so a lot of stuff was moving around. I think that was a lot of it. We were ultrasounding, had a lot of girls reabsorb, but it's just really nice to be able to see where all the girls are at. It's definitely very helpful. And I know, like, this season, I'm going to hit a lot of those off-season females that I ended up missing last year, just because I can see where they're at, instead of being like, oh, well, I pair from, you know, whether you start in October or January or November, and then I pair till this, and then I stop. My last clutch last season, I believe, was laid on like September 22nd. But my first clutch was laid on February 6th.
Wow.
So, you know, you get a wide stretch of a season, you know, and you can miss out on those early girls and those late girls, right? Because I usually start pairing in January, but if I would have started pairing that girl that laid in February and January, I would have missed her. So it's definitely a huge help. I highly recommend it for anyone that's on the fence on investing in an ultrasound or not. They're worth their weight in gold. That's for sure.
Yeah.
That's good to know. And not trying to brag, my birthday is September 22nd. So.
Oh, that's awesome.
You want an ultrasound?
Yeah, we're going to eventually get one.
I want one so bad,
Then
but
we
I
can
feel
check
like I
the
have to,
baby
like, where we're
too.
going into first season, like, we have to pay our dues and do the, like, witchcraft voodoo. It's like, I'm sitting there and I'm like, all right, so we got 2 that have paired like 4 times by now. They're not eating anymore. They're tightly coiled up. They're like, leave me alone, Satan. And I'm like, I don't even know if you ovulated yet. Like, I'm just going to leave you until you eat or pop out eggs. I don't know what to do with you.
Mhm.
Well, you've tried the butter trick, right?
Nice try. I'm not falling for that.
Put a little butter on the vent. If it bubbles,
That's
know
not
that-
a real thing. Butter
Sure it
wouldn't
is.
bubble.
it does when they ovulate.
Margarine does.
Oh, is it margarine? I'm sorry, margarine.
Yeah.
Liz,
That's
I don't
boil.
trust any of them.
I've never heard of it, so I don't know.
Please don't put butter on the snake's neck.
No, I think it's parquet.
I thought it was, I can't believe it's not butter.
Yeah.
Now you're just being ridiculous.
Yeah.
I will
Has to
say
be
there's
at
a
least
lot-
70% vegetable oil.
Like someone's like, well, do they look big? Like, did they ovulate? I'm like, I can't tell. Like, one of them looks like you sat in, like, the cartoon, the cartoons where they hook like the frog or the snake up to like an air pump and blow it up as a balloon. That's what one of them looks like. But it was for a day, so
If your snake looks like a frog, it doesn't mean it ovulated. It means you have a frog.
Jules, can you do me a favor? Turn your
Anything.
screen off, leave the audio on, and hit him.
Yeah.
I won't domestic violence him because
That's why I said turn the screen off. Buttering your balls. That's a typical Saturday night.
At least somebody got where I was going with that. Besides
Cat
David,
puts margarine on his cloaca. Oh my god. Yeah, we have no clue. We're just guessing over here. We're just like, we'll just keep putting like snakes together until they just stop.
That's I think that's how everyone starts out their first season, to be honest. It's just like, you go through the motions and then, you start picking up on the subtle cues that
Like
they
mirroring and stuff?
give you.
The witchcraft and voodoo that I call it.
Yes. I will say there is a lot of value, though, in learning how to palpate as well. So before I got my ultrasound machine, I was able to palpate, and I was pretty accurate as far as size of follicles, timing, and even number of eggs. I was usually 1 to 2 eggs off. I do have past vet tech experience, so I do have quite a bit of knowledge in the medical side of things. So I think helps. It's like anything, you get a feel for doing stuff like that. But the way that I learned, in all honesty, is I would palpate my males because I wanted to feel what it felt like with nothing, right? Obviously, your males are never going to have follicles.
Huh.
So what does a normal, empty ball python feel like? And then go and palpate your females. What is the difference between palpating, obviously, a snake that's empty? Because you don't want to palpate a female that you think doesn't have any follicles, right? Because that's the whole point. We don't know. We're still learning how to tell.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's how I learned to palpate initially.
Wow. Well, since you're so close to us, I would love it if you would come over and palpate my balls.
It's a good experience.
Jules, do you want to turn that camera off now?
Yeah.
Just leave the audio on.
I
No,
will
that's
come
awesome,
over.
though, Liz. I'm gonna have to try that.
Sounded better in my head. I'm glad it didn't come out because I was just about to say, I'll come over and palpate your balls with Jules, but that sounds worse.
I guess it's better though, right?
Yeah. Right.
It's just about being in the
It's
community.
worse, but it's better.
Yeah.
I think David wants to go up and palpate Nick. Just to feel what it's
See, why can't Nick be like John, where he's quiet off screen and is not the face of the business? Like, we'll just leave Jules as a face.
Ooh, Nick.
Yeah.
I'm not the face. She's the face.
He's why we can't have nice things.
I don't even know what that means.
Meanwhile, John's sitting beside me, shaking his head. Love you.
Let's not talk about how many people you've run over with your new car.
Okay, shut up.
Oh dear God.
Oh.
It does have a few dents and dings already.
So, I mean, you guys have at least one season or more under your belts. Is there anything you would kind of like give to me where I'm going into the first season? Like any little tidbit or nugget?
Are you asking us?
I'm asking everybody. I'm going to ignore you, Nick, and just listen to Jules.
Oh, all right.
Smart. That's a really good yes, what she said.
That's the first tidbit I'm going to share with everybody. Listen to Jules, not Nick.
I don't know. First season, what happened?
I can't speak.
That's true. Thank God.
Since when did Nick listen?
I know, right? Who are you? I
Hold
don't
on.
even know who you are. What are you doing?
I think one thing
Crypt.
you gotta trust your measurements. I know I fucked up like 3 clutches because I didn't trust myself.
Christy Lynn, do not encourage Nick, please.
Thank you.
Go up
Thank
3
you.
comments.
What do you mean by trust your measurements, though?
Like if you use vermiculite stuff and like all those, like just kind of like trust what you know. You know,
Yeah.
don't second guess yourself, because that's when that's when I made my mistakes. I second guessed myself. I blew 3 clutches. I didn't blow 3 clutches. I killed 3 clutches, David.
Good catch. Good catch.
No.
Thank
no,
you.
we're not doing that. Nope.
Oh,
Wow.
No. Not
Oh,
today,
God.
Satan. No.
Do it, Nick.
No.
Do
We're
it.
Now I want to see him.
yeah. I'm like, what are we not doing?
Yeah, we're curious now.
Put your pants back on, Nick.
It's fine. I'm married to Chad anyway, so.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Why?
Sorry, Nick.
I thought you, Casey, and I were going to run away together. That was the plan.
My
Ooh.
husband, ladies and gentlemen.
You guys have a swing too? In the bedroom?
I believe it.
Wouldn't you know, Chad? I'm confused.
I know. I'm just going along with it. Come on, Liz. I don't want to like put it all out there at once. Not in the
Ooh,
first
B&H
hour.
Reptiles wants to know how much vermiculite you should use.
Enough.
Yeah, so we do, what do we do? A 1-to-1 ratio? Or we do a little bit more water because we found out it was a little bit dry when we did a 1-to-1.
Yeah, well, it depends on the size of the container they're using, obviously,
Yeah.
right? So, but yeah.
Yep.
But if you just like put it on a scale and zero it out, then you can find out, you know, if you put 100 grams of vermiculite, then you put 100 grams of water.
Yeah. It's kind of, and I don't know if whoever uses, you know, either just water or perlite or vermiculite, but our experience of using vermiculite, it's do it beforehand, do it before you drop eggs, and check the consistency yourself, because I know 1,000 people have said it, but you want it to clump and, you know, stick together, but not, you shouldn't be able to squeeze water out of it. So you want it's basically just keep the humidity up. You don't want it too moist in there and to, you know, mold out the eggs or anything like that.
Mm-hmm.
So I use vermiculite as well. I think our snake room happens to be drier, even though we have a humidifier. So we do use easy hatch trays. I don't put my eggs directly on the vermiculite. But I actually like mine to have a little bit of excess water. Just because I don't put my eggs directly on the vermiculite. I think if you're putting them directly on, it's too wet. But when you're having the distance in between, I just keep bottles of water in my incubator. I'm not prepared. I put them in there so that they're up to temp, and then I just hand mix it when I'm ready. But yeah, I want it to where it stays clumped together, and I don't want to be able to just lightly squeeze water out. But if I like really squeeze it, I want to get just a little bit of moisture. So I think I keep mine just a little bit damper, I think, than most. I've tried the substrate-less incubation. We did that for our the first season we used perlite, which I just don't like it. Maybe I'm bad at mixing it. I don't know, but I had a ton of dry eggs, lost a bunch. And then we switched over to the substrate-less, which I don't like either. Had a ton of molding issues on the substrate-less incubation. And
Really?
so
Oh.
now, yes, and so now we're on to vermiculite with easy hatch trays. I did it this year and it worked perfectly. So when I was doing substrate lists, you know, sometimes you get eggs with like weak veins, right? I would lose everything. I mean, I never, if there was an egg that I had the slightest bit of doubt on, it never made it through. With this year during the vermiculite with the easy hatch trays, I had a whole 8-egg clutch of weak veins. All the babies made it. They all came out. They were all healthy. So that's just what works best for us. But I've tried several different types just because none of them didn't work, but they weren't working right, like as well as I'm like, okay, I've seen other people with clutches like this or eggs like this that make it. Why am I losing all of mine? There must be something going on. So we just kind of played around with it, and that's what we found out works really well. I separate my eggs, I candle, I put the embryo on top, I do all that fun stuff. I have incubated with, you know, leave them as they lay, and it seems to work out just fine as well. But I just prefer, you know, I think giving it the best chance possible is always your best option. So
yeah, we do
the same
everything.
too. Yeah. Do you cut your eggs?
I do after the first pip.
After the first
Usually, yep. So as soon as we get a pip, I'll cut. If they go over 60 days, I'll cut no matter what. Once they hit about 52 days, though, I'm checking them every day because I have seen and experienced even where they don't develop an egg tooth. You know,
Yeah.
and that's usually what happens. You know, that's usually when people don't cut and they're fully developed. There's no other issues, and they'll drown from it because they just can't get out. So you can see if you look closely, you can see when a baby has been rubbing on the edge of an egg. So we did have a clutch. I think it was at like day 56 or 57, and 4 out of the 6 eggs you could see the rub marks, but there was no pip. You know, there's no pipping. So I cut, and all of them had fully absorbed veins and everything. They didn't develop an egg tooth. So, you know, if you wouldn't have cut, I would have probably waited 3 or 4 more days. Once they absorb those veins, they can't, you know, that's how they get oxygen. So once they, through the egg, so once they absorb that, you know, they practically just suffocate or drown. So about day 50, 52, I peek in once or twice a day just to make sure, you know, that everything looks good.
And what temps do you incubate at?
I actually incubate at 88.5, so I incubate pretty low. Well, I shouldn't say pretty low. A lot of people are doing the 89.5 to 90.5. Seems to be the most common, but we incubate at 88 and a half. I have never noticed a difference in length of time. I've even had clutches pip on day 51. So, yeah, early. But so I haven't noticed a big difference as far as if they go longer in the egg or they hatch sooner or anything like that. Just what we've always done, and it's worked, so I haven't changed it.
Awesome. Yeah, that's
We
something
always,
that I feel like... Oh, go ahead, David.
I was gonna say I always used sponges for incubation. When we incubated, we used sponges and or vermiculite, depending on what I was incubating. But most of our geckos was perlite, so. But it's mainly, I'm pretty sure, pythons was 100% sponges
Really?
for incubating. Yeah.
Yeah,
Did you-
I've heard that. We're planning on, like, if the odd gods grace us and we get eggs this year, I plan on using sponges for the first year.
So I don't know if you guys saw the Facebook post. I actually have the screenshots. I can send them. There were gentlemen that used sponges from, I think, Walmart or somewhere like that. They were like the red, blue, and green package, and he used them, and the dye actually absorbed into the egg from what they used to color the sponges, and
Wow.
it killed the whole clutch. The eggs
Even if I
Wow.
have it like on a light diffuser above it.
So he did, yep. He had sponges, water sponges, light diffuser. He said he thinks his problem was he had the water a little too high. He said he does think, to where the eggs were able, it was enough distance that it could have
Yeah.
that the sponge filled and the eggs were able to absorb it. But
We always
like the
use
whole
the
inside.
natural
Yes.
sponges, about that big. I always use them and just sliced them. Use a bread knife and
Exactly,
just
yeah.
slice them thin.
So if you do use the sponge method, just trying to make sure you stay away from anything that's like artificially dyed. But yeah, he
Or
said
with
the whole
soap.
like he had pictures. The whole inside of the egg was like dyed red and blue. Like it almost looked like radioactive from all the dye that it absorbed through development. So
Yeah.
just something to keep in mind for the sponge method. Make sure you get just not dyed sponges.
Huh. John, write down not dyed sponges.
I have a question, if Kathleen doesn't mind me interjecting. Has anyone had maternal incubation? If so, how was that? And if not, do you plan to do so again?
Yes, I have.
Well, speaking of interjecting.
Oh.
Hi guys.
What's up?
And the star, like,
TJ.
JKR over here.
Oh my God, I feel so
TJ, can I have
famous.
your
TJ, can I
autograph?
interview you?
Super
What's it-
jealous,
I'm just setting
TJ.
up
Super
for-
jealous.
What's it like, talking to like Miguel? Like now that you
Kathleen,
guys are BFFs?
Kathleen, thank you so much.
I did nothing, buddy. I just sent off a couple
Yeah, it's not
messages.
true.
That was all
You got-
you.
Trisco in there, which is like 10 nerd. And Poppy up in there, and Shirley got Chase in there, and Billy just popped in randomly. Wilma Rose.
Well, let's just say there's people that missed the live that are sending me messages now, so you may get messages later.
They can't see it.
Did he send you a message?
Miguel now follows TJ. MJ follows TJ. Like,
Nice. That's awesome.
Kathleen, you're.
TJ's gonna get his t-shirts from Miguel before Max and Liz does.
Right?
For 6 years, I still don't have a t-shirt.
You got Miguel on a live before I did, and I've been talking to him for like a couple months about it.
Yep. That made his night. So he's like, it really did. After everything this past week or so, like this community is just, it's so amazing.
Oh yeah.
You know what?
I was sitting next to him off camera bawling.
I'll tell you
I was
what,
crying.
Casey, that kid deserves it because I was bragging about him before we were on here. He's respectful. He's kind. He is smart. He's good humored. I mean, you guys did great with that kid, and TJ's the man.
Yeah,
so
he really is.
He deserves all good things to come to him.
Yeah, we were talking
100%.
about how like he swam in our pool. He's been to our house.
Yeah.
Like we know him personally. Just so everyone knows.
We have
Just so everybody knows, I knew him before he was cool.
Yeah, we haven't.
Well, I mean, here's the thing. Earlier in another live, he said
Yeah,
his
should
favorite.
we auction that off now?
Yeah.
Yep.
It's going to be on eBay.
Yeah.
Here's the
TJ's
thing,
here.
though. In another live earlier that day, he said his favorite Canadian female breeder was ALP morphs, and I had to rectify that.
Hey, we love April too, though.
We do, but I need to be the favorite.
But I mean, he's had some pretty good lives today, starting with
We had Billy and
Chad.
Will in there. I mean,
My favorite part, though, is like he's sitting there, he's like telling the next person who came on who he's talked to earlier, and he's just like, I had Brian Kuska, I had Rob and Kevin McCurley and Chase, and just like bypasses my name. And I'm like, thanks,
You
buddy.
and Chad were chopped liver at that point. Sorry.
I mean, I can understand Chad. Like, I
still
can.
love you.
Funny thing is, I have him muted because his snap, crackle, and pop.
See,
Where's
Chad,
his pretty little
Chad and
headset?
TJ's was my favorite. And don't feel bad, TJ, about your Canadian favorite breeders. My favorite Canadian breeder is Nicole Lyons, and then April's my second.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna go die in a fire now.
Kathleen.
Kathleen hasn't produced anything yet.
Kathleen my favorite Canadian podcaster.
Aw.
There you
Yeah, I
go.
haven't produced. I'm not a real breeder yet. We're still waiting on eggs.
I told Max I'd buy a shirt from him after he had 10 clutches. I said I don't buy shirts. I'll buy one when you get 10 clutches. Though.
No, I will agree. Nicole and April, both of them. I actually just got 2 snakes from April. They have amazing stuff.
Oh yeah.
And I lent my female banana fire. It's on a breeding loan right now. So.
I guess not.
Don't spread that around. We don't want people to know I'm a good human. No. Ew.
Christy's right. Christy's right though. I'm sure Kathleen knows I'm just dicking with her.
I'm not a good human. I just like children in a non-creepy Chad way.
I'm just glad that I can only see TJ and Casey.
Good one, Chad.
You know what's kind of funny though? When we added Casey, Nick and Jules' thing went up, and Nick's face is covered by my logo.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's a good look for Nick.
I
Oh, Chad left.
Chad leave. I mean, he can unmute himself. He knows that, right?
No, can he?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yes, because I kept trying to mute Brian Cusco the other night when he was going on a rampage, and he kept unmuting me. Because at one point I was muting everybody, and I was going to go, oh, technical difficulties. Oh, time to end the stream. And he kept unmuting himself. I'm like, what do you mean? Oh, my goodness. That was great, though. And I'm so proud of TJ. Like, he handled that like a pro.
He was.
So when you go to Nerd, you're going to call me so I can have an inside tour of Nerd virtually. Oh, look who's back.
There he is.
Hey!
It works. We can hear you.
We're not bullying him. We're giving it back to him like he gives it to us. Yeah.
Shit, Chad, I thought you left. I was going to have to leave. Good thing you came back.
I forgot what we were even talking about before.
We're talking about incubating with sponges.
Oh, yeah, and get non-dyed ones.
And maternal
incubation.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
Yes, I maternally incubated quite a few clutches. It was a lot of work, too much work for me. Just wasn't really worth it for me. Incubating, I mean,
sorry,
I don't want to say all the time, but you have better results incubating them than you would maternal incubation. At least I had better results that way. 100% better results. We had quite a few that were pretty good though.
What
made it harder?
Yeah, the humidity or?
Yeah, keeping up the humidity. But the nice thing was that the female would always eat while she was incubating them.
Precious Python in the house.
Precious!
Hey, Precious.
Precious.
Yeah, I've never maternal incubated. I've wanted to. I think it would just be an interesting experience. I want to get like an actual GoPro 24-hour recording camera to just kind of document the whole thing if I was ever going to do it. I think the biggest thing for me is deciding on which clutch I'm like willing to try it out on, you know. And we do have a few lower end clutches every year that are more like pet quality stuff, you know, but still it's just I'm always nervous. I'm like, what if it doesn't go well?
I'm gonna try to jump out and come back in. It keeps freezing up on me.
Okay.
He's not coming back.
Oh, there's like a little.
Everything's froze on here.
That was the face of I just got caught, Liz. That's what that was.
Yeah.
There's like a little love session going on in the chat. Hey guys, I love the spread of people. And then Antoine, hello, my love.
Aww.
Antoine,
I'm
don't
down
say
for that pairing. I am down for that pairing. Just saying.
Still to normal. Yeah, that would be about it. Like like normal to normal maternal incubate. Here you go.
That's better.
Like, you don't even have a normal male.
I technically do, but it's a double het clam pied 50% het hypo. Well, it's the closest thing I got to a normal in my house.
I have some normals.
Normals or are they black bellies?
Normals.
We're bringing up all the drama. Why not?
I'm appalled.
Drama in the reptile community? What are you talking about?
I know.
And it's a yellow belly, not a black belly. No. Yellow jacket, I should say.
Oh boy. Good times. I feel like
Hey,
there's a lot of
those.
good times.
I did post those Enchi. I did post those Enchi fake black bellies though.
I
Not too
saw
long
that.
ago.
Yeah.
They're looking really good. They're gonna be cool. I actually lost the female for a week and a half.
Would you take her to the store with you?
In your pocket?
No, that I would have lost her.
I'm
I
so
don't know
down
how
for
she
this.
got. I
This
don't
is
even
like
know how she got out.
Precious Python. Hey, Antoine, kissy face.
I know. I would die if her and Antoine were a thing. I would die.
Oh, yes. I am so down for this pairing. 2021. Let's do this.
Yes. Talk
Pairing
about
ball pythons or
powerhouse
pairing Precious
couple,
and Antoine?
Power couple. Oh my
Yes.
god, I would die.
Oh, yeah.
I would die.
Like,
What
done.
do you do?
I mean, combining their collections alone would be amazing. Let alone they're like two of my favorite people
don't think
ever.
they
I'm
are.
so down for this.
Yes.
Can we make this happen? Can we start a
I'm gonna
Kickstarter,
manifest
Antoine
it.
and Precious go on a date? But it has to be filmed until a certain part of the evening. But it has to be filmed.
Wow,
this like,
she's just a first date, man.
Is this like a TLC type?
Our
I don't know, but
Ooh,
I'm living
Precious
for this.
Desert.
Ooh.
Oh my god.
hey,
Oh my god.
are all Canadians voyeurs?
Precious Desert.
She's like, I don't do long distance. That's okay. Someone can move.
Yeah. I mean, or you can meet halfway.
Ooh.
Gonna happen.
Okay, I'm manifesting this.
Stop.
Yep.
Just so Antoine and Precious know.
What if Antoine likes guys? And you're manifesting something that he'll never be happy with.
What is happening right now?
Did.
I mean, do you just want
Putting on my fire, please?
How do you know?
I feel
what's
like we
going
just
on in
need to
these
invite them
people's
in at this
private
point.
lives?
Because they're sending kissy faces. You don't send that to just anyone.
Maybe
Right?
she's
Emojis mean something. Please respect it.
Maybe
Oh shit,
she's-
everyone ignore my messages.
What?
Precious said she'll do long distance, and Antoine says it'll reach.
Oh jeez.
I mean, I feel like at this point we just need to invite them on the screen and just like watch this play out.
Okay, yes.
Yes, do it.
Bachelor Reptile Edition, let's go.
She's probably just drunk and mashing buttons on her phone.
She's not you.
I'm not
We're
drunk.
here for this love affair.
Debatable.
Wish I was.
Dun,
I'm
dun,
here
dun.
for it. I'm here for these two powerhouses.
Oh, I'm absolutely.
I'm just here because I promised I'd come.
Oh, TJ, Justin
just here 'cause I thought
Kiavolka
if I
just sent
said-
me a message and said,
No.
"I'm sorry, he couldn't join in, but his internet was spotty. He was at a family reunion."
It's all right. I got the screenshot where he said, "Hi, TJ."
Aw.
So, and TJ's face, like,
That's awesome.
I mean, you know, I'm just relaying messages because my inbox is still blowing up after this whole thing.
tell me about it.
So
Reptile Tinder. Someone tell Billy that should be his next app.
actually on Facebook, there's a group that's like single herpers or single with herps.
That
That
sounds like
singles
a
with
disease.
herpes.
No, it's actually like it's a reptile
read that
dating
wrong.
group.
You
It's
read that wrong.
hilarious.
What kind of
I asked
sites are you
John if I could
frequenting?
join it so I could make like all the Python puns, and he told me no.
That's a people with herpes group. You read it wrong.
Yeah. On a scale of 1 to Valtrex, how much do you eat?
Yeah, what time is the best?
Well,
Ask him
they
what
don't
time is the
have
best
herpes in
grandpa's.
Canada, though.
We've got
I
like
do
4
zero.
grandpas.
Oh
All right, link was sent to them. Now we wait.
my
Anyways,
God.
that Kayla actually went looking for the group when I was telling her about it, and it was single. She could only find single with herpes, but there is like a single herpers group. It's
Oh my gosh, that's a wonderful.
I'm going with Kayla on this one.
Oh my
oh
gosh.
my goodness, it's great. So maternal incubation, we covered that.
Max, is there a Facebook group for singles with reptiles?
No idea. Haven't looked.
Well, do you want to start one with me? Because I have a feeling I'm probably getting divorced after this live. So
Don't you
Need to
say
find
that
some women to be
every
in there.
When you know, you know.
Nick, if you get divorced and you can move to Texas and we'll have caveman exotics.
okay, deal.
Jules, you can come live with me.
Perfect. I'm leaving now. Goodbye.
Yeah, right.
Then we can just move Jules close and then she can do horse shit for me.
I don't want her in the same state.
Yeah. All
It's a
my
big- it's a big
exes
fucking
live
state.
in Texas. Goodbye.
I thought Tom and Nick were running away together, and then Jules and I were.
No. It was you, me, and Jules were running all away. And we're going to combine our collections. We're taking all the snakes, and then John, Tom, and Nick can fend for themselves.
First of all, I want to see the three of you run anywhere.
I'll ride a horse. I've got 2 of them.
Because I guarantee you this one will fall flat on her face.
You
I
a
have
horse?
no coordination whatsoever.
We're good to go. We're good to go.
Yeah.
See you bye.
This is me not holding you back.
Are we actually going to get to
Oh my
see Jules
God.
slapping?
I told Jules to turn the camera off, but leave audio on when she slaps him. So there's no video evidence, but we can hear it.
I want video evidence.
That
She
worked
has
out so
never
well
slapped
for
him.
No Fear, by the way.
Yeah, I was going to say, that's already been done live.
It's
so.
been done this week, so maybe next week.
Oh my.
See, she's just as bad as I am.
It's bad.
Oh my
I
God,
need
one
to
girl,
stop.
Christy Lynn's like, imagine like dating someone and then merging collections. Like, do you test for Nido, etc. beforehand? Ooh,
I mean,
how
are you
would that
testing for
work?
other things beforehand? Because I mean,
True story. True story.
I would definitely test right away. Don't want to get your feelings all caught up in that. I'd make sure there's no
Yeah.
diseases anywhere.
We're not talking about
Let's get
herpes
you
anymore,
tested
David.
and our snakes and your
yeah,
snakes.
right. Everything.
Get it done right away.
All the tests.
That's great.
I mean, how would that work though? Like, if you know you're single and you're breeding animals, and then you meet someone else who's breeding, and like, how would and you're moving it? Would you just have 2 quarantine zones until everything's all good, and then combine the collections?
Well, Saz and
Crabs.
what?
What?
Fucking Christy.
Oh my God.
I'm sorry. Go ahead, Saz and
CJ.
I'm being distracted with
I
crabs.
was like, I heard
David.
Saz and then crabs. I was like, wait. I was not aware of this information.
David has outbursts sometimes. It's
Apparently.
So
I like
I mean,
funny shit. Christy's funny.
let's use Chad and Bridget. They're getting married. You know, let's. What are they going to do when they combine collections? Are they just going to put it all together, or
Well, yeah.
separate rooms till they make sure everything's all right? Like, how would that work?
You would put them to what? Why is this even a thing? We'd put
Because
them
I may be leaving John, okay? I got to note for future references.
Well, shit, they didn't get bananas then.
I'm going to find someone who hates bananas just as much as I do.
All right,
I
let's
could have a
ask this.
Mojave banana.
Who quarantines on a breeding loan?
I would.
Good point.
Depends on who it is.
Good point, Liz.
I quarantine
going to
anything that comes
accept-
into the house.
Are you going to accept or send an animal to anyone that you don't 100% trust
Nope.
that their collection is clean?
Right.
Yeah.
I quarantine stuff even if I trust the person.
Yeah, but when you do a breeding,
All right,
you're not going to have it for 60 days prior to breeding. You're going to get
Exactly. So here's the problem. If you get a female, right after she lays, she's back on food, she's back up to breeding weight. If you quarantine her for 60 days and then move her again, the stressors usually will cause follicle reabsorption. So now you're going to have that female for a whole season and then have to breed her the following season. So most people on breeder loans
That's a great point.
might do a short quarantine, maybe a week or two, but you're not getting a full quarantine time in on a breeder loan.
That's true.
There's just not enough time without stressing, to get a clutch. Because we even see it with people that just move their collections, right? If you move your collection, usually you have an off season.
Right.
Because, the snakes are readjusting to everything from the move. So I don't know. I feel like if, I would hope you would trust that person enough at that point. You're moving in and getting married.
Yeah, if you're exchanging bodily fluids,
it would just be like a giant breeder loan that lasts forever.
You should probably trust that their snakes are not full of herpes.
Also, I am just updated by Precious and Antoine. They suck. They're both out and cannot jump into the chat.
I mean, they have lives on Saturday night?
They're both busy out. One's traveling and the other's out and about.
Because you guys scared them off with your little bows and arrows, with your heart-shaped bullshit.
I'm
Christy is
sorry, we
distracting me
want
with
love
her
in the
mediocre
world.
balls. Need to stay out of the chat.
I'm sorry if
But
what
what Liz was saying with the breeder females, I mean, you don't want to dick around with that stuff too much. I mean, if you get a female sent to you, get her in, dump her in some water and Dawn dish soap, give her a light spray, do whatever you have to do, so she doesn't at least have mites. But I just got 36 breeder females in November and December. And most of those were late layers, but some of them laid earlier in the year. And I know for a fact they should be building follicles already. And there's probably 9 or 10 that I've checked that I know aren't. But I know from past, I just throw a male in, throw another female in, throw a male in, work the girls up and stuff. They could go again. But you don't want to be moving shit around too much. Move it around, get it going as fast as you can, and you have less chance of them reabsorbing the follicles.
Especially breeder girls, like you said, David. Yep. They're finicky. We're finicky, guys. The women, we're finicky, okay?
Proven breeders are finicky.
It's gotta be, everything has to be perfect.
I think insane is the word you're looking for.
Finicky.
Look at the head cock. Huh?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah,
like all of us. Like
I didn't hear you.
That was that estrogen tidal wave I just got hit with.
Yeah.
Team uteri in effect.
Oh my god.
I need another drink.
I was really, really shocked because we moved October 1st, and I totally expected our proven breeder females to not go this year, not start developing follicles, and they're golf ball sized.
Nice.
So I was pretty happy. I didn't expect. I thought that would throw them all off. Apparently not.
Oh. I think with anything, I've got most of my stuff comes from very trusted people. I think everything I've got from people, the longest it's not been with everything has been maybe a week and a half. I mean, like say Liz gets 16 snakes from Liz, so I got 12 from Troy, so I got 28 snakes in a box. I just might take shit from one or two snakes from each side, take it to the vet, get pecals done. Everything
Okay.
comes up clear. Nobody has mites. They're in. You know, breeder females, they might be in a spare bedroom for a few days to a week, but fecals come back, everything's clean. Mouth swabs are clean, no mites, then they're going in.
Yeah, and like you say, there are several people. I mean, it's luckily Julie and I have been blessed to get the majority, if not all, of our snakes from very reputable and trusted, not only breeders but friends. You know, we've gotten snakes from Atypical that we didn't quarantine. We've gotten snakes from Troy from Best Dress, which I didn't quarantine. Another friend of mine in the business,
Medusa's morphs.
Medusa's morphs. Logan has amazing
Logan,
stuff. Yeah. And I get stuff from him, and it goes right in the rack.
The only time we go to Chicago is to
go
visit
see
him.
Logan. Yeah,
That's it.
Yes.
Go for any other thing.
yeah. The
Yeah.
guy.
He
guy
moved.
What's that?
Yeah, he
He
did.
moved. Yeah.
Yeah, we just bought 2 ARS racks from him from his move.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. I have to go.
Yeah.
I actually have to message him back. He just messaged me. I got to pick up the other one. But his stuff. I mean, I've had the privilege of seeing his old setup, obviously now, but that guy, he's got his act together.
He's genuine. He's nice.
Yeah.
Like,
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like I say, there's certain people, but now I've gotten several, and I mean a lot of stuff on Morph Market. It's all quarantine.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
You know.
If we don't know you personally, it's like.
Yep. I will say too, if I buy something even from someone reputable at a show, it also gets quarantined. Not because I don't trust them, but I don't trust all the other people that have walked by the table.
Yeah.
And handled the snakes and stuff as well. But yeah, I mean, if I get stuff from Troy or Kabolka, something like that, Brandon from Oodles and Noodles, I might quarantine it for a little bit. Sometimes I'll quarantine it, especially if I have room, just in case something's not eating, because it's a move, right? Like my quarantine's upstairs, and then I make sure everything's eating well, and then I move it down to the room. But just like they say, sometimes if something's not eating, you can move it, give it a change of area, and so I've done that as well, just quarantined to make sure they're eating. If they go 3 or 4 weeks and they're from someone reputable, and I'm like, oh man, maybe this girl's not eating, especially the breeder size girls. Again, they're picky. I'll go ahead, move them down to the snake room, and like, bam, it's just that extra change that they need. So, if you have the room, it's nice to always start them off there, at least make sure they're going to be eating good for you,
right,
and then move them into your collection.
See, I feel like the odd duck, I quarantine everything minimum 90 days, whether it's from someone I trust or not. I bought something from someone who's been in the business for 30 years, and it came in with mites.
Yeah.
And Kathleen learned the hard way, just because you have a quarantine room, and it needs to be 150 feet away. My room, my old quarantine room, was right beside the room we use for Reptile room.
Yep. So I always recommend, guys, if you can and you end up having mites and you have a quarantine room, put a bleach bucket outside of your snake room and step in it like they do for vet tech stuff, right? Parvo puppies. You dilute bleach, just half inch or so in the bottom of. We used to just use like dish tubs or cat litter, like the low cat litter pans work too.
Yeah.
You're moving from quarantine to the next room, just take a step. Step in it, have like a towel laid down, step in the bleach, step on the towel, go into your room. It takes 2 seconds.
I've even seen it done where, I don't know if you're familiar with, like, they have trays, like drip trays, kind of, that go underneath a washing machine.
Yes.
If your rack, your quarantine rack will fit in it, set that in it and literally keep that with a half-inch of bleach inside of it. That way anything that crawls off is done.
Gone. Yeah.
Huh.
Wow.
Yep. I have a friend that uses double-sided sticky tape. So around his quarantine rack, he just puts like 2 rows of double-sided sticky tape. That way anything that crawls, if something happens to crawl off, it's got to crawl over the tape to get anywhere. Yeah. And I mean, we're talking mites, minuscule. They don't make it.
David, you probably know the diatomaceous earth trick.
Yep.
You could sprinkle that around too, and it's so sharp that it's going to eviscerate any kind of mite that crawls over. It's just going to kill them right there.
Don't put that shit in your eyes.
Just don't powder your rats and mice and shit with it and let them breathe it, because it will tear them up and kill them.
Yeah.
Yep.
Interesting. Max, you're awfully quiet.
I mean, it's my first year. I don't have, as much experience as everybody else. So
Max,
kind
full
of
of
sitting
shit.
here learning too.
I know,
Max, tell everybody what you have.
Max is a modest guy.
As far as what though? Like
everything.
Oh, as far
I'm gonna go
as
get coffee.
What your latest
I'm going to get coffee and go to the bathroom.
Oh, thank God he's not being like Chad and taking us to the bathroom with him.
God.
I told David, I said, where depends for this live? And he didn't listen to me. I don't understand why.
It'd be like Costco pissing in a freaking shopping bag.
Oh, man. But yeah, so this year, breeding, the only male I've got going is just a pinstripe. But he's going to 4 different girls. I've got a big normal, a pastel ghost, a super pastel ghost, and a super orange dream spider. So we'll see what goes, what happens with them.
Jumping on the hypo train.
Huh?
I said, my man jumping on the hypo train.
Oh yeah.
Love hypo.
Oh yeah.
And next year, we'll atrocities.
Let's see, my next girls. So next year, I'm hoping for 2 other girls to be up to size. That would be my pastel and sheep butter desert ghost, and my black pastel exantic 66% het pied.
That's VPI, right?
Yeah.
Can you put that in, babe?
And then hopefully they're ready that year too, but if not, they'll be ready the next year. I've got a pastel leopard growing up. I've got a hypo het puzzle growing up. And I've got a pastel confusion that I just got growing up. And then as far as I was getting to the males. So males, yeah, I've got the banana firefly asphalt, a blade clown, and the puzzle het hypo.
I have one problem with something in your collection.
What's that?
It's Canadian lines. Say it right.
Sorry,
asphalt.
No,
it came from Canada. It's asphalt.
Max done talking good things about me now?
Wait a minute, hold on. Can we take a quick poll? She just brought a drink and told me to try it. Is this going to be arsenic or strychnine?
Which works quicker?
Yeah, which one do you prefer?
Jules and I have already decided that you and Tom are not going by poisoning that way anyways, so you're safe.
Yes.
It tastes good. Is that a concoction of your own doing?
Mm-hmm.
Toilet water.
Oh, Jules, I really wish you would have spit that out. I'm not even going to lie.
What the heck is toilet water?
Pick a side, Liz.
I don't think so.
Is that like swamp water?
No, it's not dirty.
Swamp water, swamp ass.
John's trying to explain to me what toilet water is. Swamp water is when you mix like orange soda and root beer. That's what we call swamp water here.
Toilet water is what you pee in, dear.
Apparently, there's actually an alcohol called toilet water.
Oh.
Maybe in Canadian.
Hold on. John, come here. Come explain it into the microphone because we're all like, what is this? Come on to camera. It's not going to hurt you.
All right. So originally, what toilet water was when I was growing up was at the end of a party, there's that little bit of a drink
Oh God.
that everybody leaves, and you pour it all into one pitcher. And then someone drinks it.
Was it
Ugh.
like
So
whoever
beer.
lost
Hold on.
Oh.
So it was backwash.
it? Was it,
Pretty much.
was it whoever lost a bet?
Yeah. Like, what was the benefit to this?
Did you win a prize?
I never had to worry about it. I wasn't invited to any of these parties.
That was pretty lucky, I
Yeah,
believe.
that's good for you.
That's good karma right
Yeah.
there. That's excellent karma.
Casey, are you telling Tom that his boyfriend's on?
Yes. But Tom's stuffing his face, so.
Oh no, he's lumbering in behind you.
That's okay. I'm sending Nick.
Very creepily. Yeah.
I saw Tom's nipples through the doorway.
Silhouette, too. Like,
I thought Tom be like, John, love
How
of my life.
seductive over here.
It's like Frankenstein.
And there's another one in behind him.
That's sweet.
Yep.
We like TJ. We don't like Tom.
Casey, where's my monster?
I'm drinking it.
Oh, John, since you've never really seen these people's faces, there's Liz,
Mhm.
Nick, and Jules. We love Jules. We don't like Nick. There's Max, Casey, and there's David.
And Tom.
Yeah, I mean, we don't really-
And the idea of Tom.
Tom is the hairy man with the very large cylindrical nipples.
The one that thinks Mojave is, a base.
He's standing back there.
That's
I know.
unfortunate.
Like fucking creeper.
That's unfortunate. Oh my god.
That's-
Are we about to see the great
That's why
Mojave
there's
No.
that's why there's Bigfoot sightings
blink
and no
twice
real
if
proof.
you're in danger, Casey.
What?
Blink twice if you're in danger.
I'm gonna blink more than that then. Do you see him back there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
so
He's
creepy.
hovering.
Yes.
I'm scared for your safety. He's blocking.
No shit.
Stop it.
That's creepy as hell, Tom.
Like he's blocking all the exits. I'm scared for you. Are you okay?
Oh my god.
Her screen just goes black. No.
Right? It's like, oops.
Oh man.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh man, David
Oh my
said
gosh.
if he got you on, he was going to get you to talk about banana.
That is awesome.
What is there to talk about? It's the best morph there is. Other than that, I don't know how to explain any further.
That's grounds for divorce, right?
He talks
Hey,
too low.
like
for
I
that
said.
in him.
Like I said, you got good karma. I saw it coming when you sat down.
Bananas are awesome.
They really
Those
are.
are legit.
There's something on the scale.
One of the few base morphs.
What is
There's too much banana in my house.
Banana
Sit
goes
down.
with just about anything.
One Tom.
Yeah, but we like that, Tom.
I don't use
Which Tom?
this
Tom
one.
Jr.
TJ.
Banana.
What?
It's
How's it going, TJ?
Good.
Hey TJ, it's just us. There's no stars here, buddy. I'm sorry.
I'm a
I actually have
star.
a shit
There's no problem with
ton
it.
of bananas.
Just the
I'm a
miss meat over
famous
here.
YouTuber.
Yeah, I got mentioned in some stories.
God, watch him. I gotta watch him.
Yes. Yes, you did.
You guys, you guys should feel special if John never comes on camera.
Nope.
I think you've made it when, you know.
Okay.
You and MJ.
I told you John would come on camera.
Yeah, it's because you're talking about banana.
The last time I saw John on camera was the the story Kathleen posted about how Mojave is not it is an addict.
It was Google.
Google.
Wait,
Google
Mojave's
said
what?
An additive.
So John taught Google to say what morph is an additive. And literally Google said Mojave is an additive. And Tom can go EAD. It's up on my Instagram somewheres.
I don't know.
Like he was so proud of himself too.
We should take another poll though. What does everybody else think? Is Mojave an additive, or is it, you know?
Do you
is
and
it,
when we
to
say
build
base,
off of?
when we say base, like are we talking about like you're basing your projects off the Mojave gene?
Yes.
Sure.
Okay. So you base
Yes.
or is Mojave a nice additive, like you're adding it to something?
Get your minds out of the gutters, guys.
No.
We're
I
gonna
based
take
a lot of
poll
my
for
stuff off
Tom.
Mojave.
I'm not invested in this, so I really don't care the answer.
I feel like you add things to Mojave.
I feel more like you add Mojave to things. You don't build a
Thank
project.
you, black guy.
Oops.
That's Kenny.
I mean, my projects
Don't
are
know who
based in
anyone is,
recessive,
so-
so it's, you know, recessive based, so Mojave would just be an additive.
Mojave sucks.
Yeah.
And then there's Max is on team.
I guess that's true. I don't know. I love Mojave.
Oh,
Got
I
way too
like
much of it.
Kathleen. I like the next comment though.
See, I love Mojave too, and I have a lot of Mojave. I mean, it's in clown, it's in pied, it's in everything, and then I'd have like Gustaves and
I don't know,
lots of
but yeah,
shit.
I don't know if I can say I
But-
have any codoms that are a project based. Like I'm a lot like Max.
Asphalt.
Everything's in my recessives,
Yeah.
but I want Mojave and everything. So I don't know if I would consider it an additive. I have it in my pies. I want it in my clowns. I want it in my hypos. I want it in my
add it to stuff.
I mean, it could be a necessary additive.
Yes, there you go. A necessary additive. Yeah.
Exactly. So it's an additive.
Oh my god.
It's like salt. You always got to have salt in there.
Yeah.
But you don't base it off
But
of
I
salt.
mean-
Yes, but no, he would base the recipe off salt. He's the guy that
Mojave
sits there for
alone.
30 seconds with it like upside down, and I'm like,
That's you and butter.
yeah, but butter's different.
Butter is not different.
Mojave's nice
Butter is
alone,
worse.
so
Ow!
and when you add stuff to it, it just makes it better.
Oh.
Yes.
Yes.
You know, because I have the breeder,
Perfectly
the
fine.
Mojave blackhead
What?
red gene ringer gene female,
What was that?
Yeah,
I missed
and
There's very
she would be
few
that cool.
Yeah, there's very few combos I see with Mojave that I'm like, man, I really wish that didn't have
Yeah.
Mojave. It's hard coming from the Bell complex because there are a lot of combos in the Bell complex, or if you throw Lesser at it, or even Russo in some instances, but I think Lesser is probably the most known, where it's
Yeah.
like, man, I really wish that didn't have Lesser. It just washes everything out.
Yes.
Yeah.
I have a lot of
I
Bell
have,
complex animals.
Bongo Mojave Yellow Belly that is like amazing.
Yes.
Bongo and Mojave together, so nice.
Yep. So
Super
you added
nice. So I
Mojave
feel
to
like
Bongo.
Mojave is more of like a foundation and you add things to it.
Mm-hmm.
You're not funny.
I am very funny. You just haven't learned to appreciate my humor.
Everglade
It's the same
Exotics.
thing.
I love Lesser too.
I
I do. I
love Lesser.
I love my
Another
Bell
day
complex
tomorrow.
animals too much,
Yes.
actually, because I end up keeping too many of them. But
I think most incomplete dominants you can classify as an additive to something.
Not asphalt. I base projects around asphalt.
It's a recessive.
Asphalt's not a recessive. I treat it like a recessive
Exactly.
though.
Right, I was gonna say,
dramatic
but did
until
you base
add
it off
an extra-
asphalt or did you base it off freeways?
Both super asphalt and freeways. So I
that's
treat
pretty
it
much
like a
an additive.
recessive, right? I kind of treat it like cryptic, that I can mix it with, you know what I mean?
Right.
That's how I treat it. But I'm also first year and know nothing. But that's how I treat it.
Well, that's how I'm going to treat it too, because I'm going to go for supers before I add any other genes from that complex into the collection.
Well, I mean, I have a shot at freeways this year, so I'm going to do that. And then hopefully I hit a Mojave freeway, and then I can replace my Mojave asphalt with that.
Right.
Which, by the way, Casey, Tom says he wants he wants my Mojave asphalt.
So is
I'm
that your
not
mail?
surprised.
Is that your mail, Kathleen?
Yeah.
I think you'd be smarter to try to get a Mojave Super.
Yeah.
Then you're playing with it's yellow belly or asphalt.
Well, that'll be next year when I breed it to the female.
Okay.
Yeah. The female's just not ready this year.
Because we're in that boat. I have a Mardi Gras male that I just got a really good deal on.
Yeah.
And then I have an ivory female. So the first year he goes, that's going to be the only thing he goes to, because that way I'll either make ivories or freeways, right? Because everything will have to be yellow belly. And then I'll be replacing him with a super asphalt once I find a combo male that I want.
If I can hit a Mojave freeway this year, and then hopefully by the time my female asphalt's ready, I'd rather use the Mojave freeway to the asphalt than just a straight up asphalt.
Right. Yeah, no, that for sure.
I'm
going that route just because I already have a lot of yellow belly in my female, so I feel like it's easier to just get the
He's
super
like, I'm
male.
done with this
Not to
conversation.
mention it's cheaper, right?
Yeah. But we also we put the Mojave asphalt also to my daughter's pastel. It's going to be going to our pastel mystic as well.
Nice.
Yeah. It's going to everything with a cloaca. You can't go wrong with asphalt, though.
I like my gravels.
I want to use asphalt and stuff instead of yellow belly, so then I don't have to worry about white snakes that are hiding things.
Yep.
I have to say that does suck with our super fires this year, because we had leopard in the pairing. There's really no true way to tell.
Yeah.
Yep.
But from what we were told is that the more patterning, like the more like yellow striping you have on it, the more likely it is that there is another gene in there. Especially like leopard, because leopard adds the pattern.
Yep. Yeah, I've got 3 super fires from this year, or fire sulfur. We're not exactly sure. It was a male that was supposed to be a super pastel, and he wasn't. So I've been trying to prove him out. He's got some wonky things going on, but they're like super fire het hypos that are inchy, lesser, pastel, yellow belly. Like they've got like 5 other things stacked on top, and I'm just like, well, hold on to you and see, I guess.
I just bought from ALP Morphs a super fire female that could be possible banana, possible OD, possible pastel, possible asphalt.
Yep.
But it looks different from the other ones, like you know how they almost have that dark yellow on them, kind of. This one's like highlighter yellow in those spots.
Yeah, I've got 2 males like that. It's literally iridescent. It's strange.
Yeah, I'm willing to take a risk on that. I need something with fire in it anyway, so.
Sneaky Snakes wants to know what everybody's favorite morph is. We'll go with favorite recessive, then go on from there.
Should we do both? Favorite recessive and favorite
co-dominant? And dominant.
I'll go. Mine's HRA and Cypress.
Recessive?
Recessive would be puzzle. Max.
I got you in a couple years, man. Once I start producing them.
Oh my gosh.
Liz?
My favorite recessive is probably Desert Ghost, followed very quickly by Monarch, and I think might surpass. We just haven't seen enough in Monarch yet for me to make that decision. Favorite co-dominant. I'm hoping KRG proves out co-dominant. That would probably be one of my favorites. I really like GHI, Blackhead, dark stuff. And then, yeah.
I know somebody who breeds Monarch. I'll get you the digits if you want.
Okay, you do that. You let me know.
What about you?
Well, obviously, Kodam is Bongo. I like that it like disrupt. I feel like we haven't seen enough of it because I feel like it disrupts patterns more than we are giving it credit for. So I really like that. Kodam.
No, you mean recessive.
Or recessive, yeah. I don't know. I like clown. I do. I like clowns. So
Maximilian.
As much as I love puzzle, I think I'm gonna have to say Xanthic for my favorite recessive. I love the black and silver. It's kind of what got me into the breeding aspect of the hobby. So just I just love Xanthic. Let's see, Kodam. Oh, that's hard. That's so hard.
I feel like I would need like a top 20 list.
Right?
Yeah. In no particular order either, but
Yes.
I guess I'm gonna go with confusion. I just love how it just crazies up the pattern. The bellies get dark. Like confusion clowns look crazy.
yeah.
Excited to see how confusion puzzle might look.
Ooh.
Yeah, for sure. That would be my second favorite Kodam.
Yeah.
And then GHI.
Gotta have it.
Yep.
Yes, gotta have it.
Mm-hmm.
I was actually thinking the same thing with GHI. And then puzzle or clown, like it's just clown is like I love it.
Yes.
Not so much of it. But like I'm so ready to work with puzzle.
Mm-hmm.
So for now I have to say clown.
Kathleen.
And that's would be my initial go-to right there would be clown for recessive. But the more and more things I see and think about, I think Monarch's going to be my favorite recessive because it's going to go to every goddamn thing I have: clown, hide, genetic stripe, everything. And I don't see a whole lot of puzzle stuff that I like. I actually like cryptic more than puzzle. And but Chris is live and at HRA puzzle, man, the thing's just freaking haunting me now. Kind of want to get
that het red Xanthic crap again.
Yeah, and that's one of my favorite incomplete dominant genes is HRA. Definitely love HRA, and I'm with Liz too on KRG. But I think it's a dominant gene. Kind of hoping it's not, but I mean, and there's Cypress and there's Bongo and
Liz looks all disappointed.
Banana,
No,
Hurricane,
banana.
Russo, Lesser. I love everything. And I have a lot of everything.
Everything, yeah.
A little bit of everything. It'd be so hard to have one bongo. But
Keep it that way. Bongo's my thing.
I'll be getting more bongo, but I mean it's like one bongo and 17 Cypress combos. So, it's like I really HRA is a big, huge favorite of mine. I love Red Exotic stuff. Yeah, Red Exotic puzzle clown. I think it's just gonna be insane.
Just name them all. It's fine.
Yeah.
A monarch. A red exotic monarch clown would be freaking nuts, I think. You know, but I think monarch is going to be my top recessive because I can't think of anything I don't want to put it to.
Aw, honey, your boyfriend's here.
How about you, Kathleen? Other than banana, what's your favorite trait?
Yep, we all know banana's your favorite. So, banana and asphalt.
Man, like, no banana. I don't know. It's hard because you got to remember, like, where I'm located, unless I see it in person, I've never seen it, right? I just had to Google what KRG is, which it looks really cool, by the way.
It's awesome.
But I mean, unless we buy it, so like, I don't know. Leopard's dominant, right? So no, that's
not co-dom.
Complete dominant.
It's co-dominant. See, I mean, I love asphalt, I really do, but I'd have to say for my co-dom be leopard, straight up.
It's amazing.
It does something different with everything. Like it can brighten, it longs out pattern, but it never looks the same no matter how much you mix it. Like you can mix it with a lesser and it looks different than if you mixed it with a pastel, right? Like it's amazing. I love it. It's one of my favorites. I'd have to say for recessives, that's hard because I've only seen a few recessives in person. Like all I've seen in person is what we have, like hypo, clown, pied, lavender. So we haven't seen too much in person. One I'd love to get my hands on is Ultramel. Straight up.
Yeah.
John's like, no, we're getting Monarch. I'm like, no, we're getting Ultramel.
I mean, you can't go wrong with either.
But I'd go monarch.
I'd go monarch.
I'd go Ultramel.
Monarch.
I want monarch. But I think Jody wants Ultramel pieds.
We have a
So
chance at some Ultramels this year. We'll see what happens. But
I want to hit a Ultramel Desert Ghost Super Asphalt.
asphalt.
yeah,
Asphalt.
Kathleen, thank you
I
again.
like asphalt.
You are more than welcome, TJ. That was all on you, buddy. I just sent out a message or two. Like, no big.
Yeah, Jody wants Ultramel pieds, and I'm just pushing it off, just so she can see monarch pieds and see how much cooler they're gonna be.
I'll send you some pics, David.
I don't want to waste money. and I don't want to buy something that I don't want to work with.
I've
So
got some pics of some monarch pieds. I'll send them to you.
good.
Nice.
I
Change your
thought
mind.
Super Leopard just looks like regular leopard.
It's darker.
And a little bit busier.
It tends to be darker and a little bit more reduced, but there's definitely not a like set in stone, right? You can tell the difference between leopard and super leopard. I've got a buddy that has a super pin. No one believes me, but he's gotten 36 eggs out of the snake in the past 5 years, and every single one of them's had pinstripe.
Oh,
I'd love to have a super
pinstripe.
pin.
And same thing, dark and reduced.
Yeah.
Nice.
I
Yeah,
love
pin-
pinstripes.
Pinstripe is one of my favorites.
We
Kind of
don't
reminds
have it
me
yet.
of like the super blade thing, right? Like sometimes you can tell, but it might also just be a really reduced blade.
Yeah.
You know, you don't know. So I don't think there's ever a set in stone way to say this is super leopard or this is super pin, but there's always a chance.
That's cool.
Hi, Tom.
Hi, Nick.
Oh God, they're having a moment.
They always have.
Where's
their-
John?
We've been
Yeah,
maintaining eye
where's John?
contact.
They're all John. They're asking for you. Tom's here. Because Tom's here, and Nick and Tom are cheating on you.
They're a weird thing.
But John's like,
My
what do
last
you
couple months,
mean?
You're welcome.
Yeah, I've leopard in a lot of stuff. Lots of
Leopard
stuff.
goes awesome in everything.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
still have yet to see leopard in something.
It's empty.
It's not. You just put it in the cup. We can share it.
No, I don't want to share with you.
I love my leopard ivories.
We have
So,
leopard champagne, which we love.
Yeah.
Leopard's a base,
Yeah.
not an additive.
And
I will base projects off a leopard. Young man, shut up over there watching the show.
I think
He's like,
I got-
leopard's an additive. Like, no, I would base projects off leopard.
Yeah, I agree.
I have a pair of orange bellies that I was able to get from my graphite ivories that I produced in 2010 and 12. And so I've been looking for leopard enchi females without yellow belly because I want to go with the leopard enchi ultra ivories and graphite ivories. I use that orange belly.
We say
to the-
pasta wrong?
Yeah.
Pasta.
Pasta.
What?
Pasta.
Pasta?
Pasta.
You got
Like,
you
hey,
Americans are
Pa.
weird.
How does she say it?
We think the same about you Canadians.
Pasta.
No.
It's past my bedtime.
I mean, it sounds Italian, right? It's past my bedtime.
This always at some point on this channel it ends up to Kathleen say all these words.
Oh my gosh, that's awesome.
Like have you never talked to Canadians before, guys?
Liz is quickly becoming one of my favorite
Yeah.
people.
She's quick.
Yeah. And she's already at 23 accomplished what I'm aspiring to do when I retire.
Yes.
Right?
Hey, John, apparently Canadians say pasta wrong.
Pasta.
No, you guys say
it's not pasta, it's pasta.
There you go.
Arnold
Oh, hold up
doesn't
here.
say it wrong either.
What?
Troy has a leopard
I know.
and
They're
she's
like, it's
gravel girl.
pasta. And I'm like, pasta.
It's not a pasta.
Jesus.
Pasta.
Fuck Troy.
Oh my.
You guys aren't wrong. David definitely has outbursts.
Troy, you want to ever not like that girl anymore? I'll take her.
You call leopard inchy gravel.
Typical David.
Like,
And
that was the only thing that was happening.
it's
Leopard and she
gravel.
gravel girl. I don't care what you guys are saying. I saw that and Troy got me excited.
It's gravel. I'm not a huge fan of gravel.
It is gravel, but gravel's cool.
I just don't like highways.
I love highways.
Oh.
Well, at least she says it right now.
I'm
I
a
actually
freeway.
like my.
Although I want to know how like highways were kind of like discovered in the States but you guys have freeways, but we have highways here.
We have highways and freeways.
We don't
I
have
have
freeways
highways.
here.
And actually, my male highway that
But you guys
I
got to pay for your health care somehow.
I like him a lot better than my female Mardi Gras.
I like asphalt better than I like highways, but I do like super gravels, I think, more than I like super asphalts.
Oh yeah, I love my super gravel girls.
So I'd like to work both eventually. I also want to see more asphalt with Spectre and gravel with Spectre. Like we just threw Spectre off the spectrum.
I want to get Spectre to do like Spectre asphalt.
The few combos that I've seen, with them together, it's a different look. It doesn't do what Yellow Belly does. And I think
I also want to get Orange Belly into asphalt.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
And
Kathleen,
see what it does.
Got a snake for you. I have a banana pastel Spectre.
What's going on?
100% head ghost.
Male?
Yeah.
Banana.
And she has a ton of yellow belly, so they're super stripes.
Yeah, I have a Mojave Spectre female from this year, and then I have a Cinder Spectre male from this year as well.
Nice.
But and I have Puma as well, so I've got Spark too. So
I have a couple sparks.
yeah, het hypo though. I might be able to work something out.
Liz heard that too. I heard it. Sounds like a nice snake.
I mean, it's nice.
You doing all right there, Max?
And it's from
Yeah, I'm good.
It's from who?
It's from Logan.
Oh, nice.
So yeah, it's a nice looking.
Yeah.
You guys have such more options for morphs and stuff down there than we do up here.
You have Billy. What
Yeah,
are
you
you
have-
talking about?
Yeah, like what the
Billy,
heck are
got
you
Will.
talking about?
You got Corey Woods. You got.
Yeah.
I mean, holy shit.
Bill, Billy. Yeah.
But like, there's
Well,
also like
yeah.
something you mentioned earlier that you have. John's been looking for up here and we can't find it. Sulfur.
Okay.
Because I
Like,
buy it out here.
there's not a bunch of people working with like, you know, Monarch and Ultramel up here. Like, there's a couple, but not a lot.
There's not a whole lot of people here with sulfur. Like
That's your thing,
big
right, David?
amounts.
You like sulfur better than fire, right?
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Any day.
There's not a lot of people here with Monarch either. It's new everywhere. I mean, it originated with Rance, but he shipped a lot of it UK way. A lot of it when he first started. Didn't
Yeah.
keep individuals.
Well, there's even like, it's kind of hard to find lace here. Like, it's
Yeah, lace.
bongo's hard to find here. I'm still kicking myself for passing that one up.
I think that's more people just holding on to it.
Right.
Well, there's only like, you know, a couple people working with it, so they hold on to everything.
Right.
Yeah.
Because it's
And-
hard.
Yeah.
Are we talking about Chino again?
I think he was in the chat.
You're
too.
still salty
Yeah,
about
he
that.
I think I'm just gonna get off the live and go
Yeah.
chat with Troy. Jesus Christ.
Oh. Ooh.
What's Marble Ball sucked or I keep reading her name.
Troy has sleeper.
She
stuff
has
like you
it
wouldn't
says we
believe.
have stuff you can't get. We can
Yes,
get everything
I know
over there.
Will has lace. Try prying lace from Will's hands.
Yeah, Will doesn't sell snakes. So.
Will is a snake hoarder.
Lace
Like-
is hard to get right now. Bongo's been hard to get.
I'm looking at importing lace from like my friend Marshall Law Morphs. Just because he's got a pairing that could be like blackhead lace. 2 birds, 1 stone.
Nice.
That blackhead's also hard to find. I can't find it for the life of me.
There's a couple breeders here that CV and DD both have awesome lace stuff. CV Exotics and I think it's DD Exotics. They both, oh man, I think DD did the lace clowns, yellow belly lace clowns last season, and amazing.
But also
Billy-
extremely expensive through those DDs.
Will just breed snakes. He doesn't sell snakes. That is so fucking accurate. And then he buys all the females off the market. I told him to leave me a female DG in the market.
Is his last name Cease?
Billy
I was just gonna
Blake.
say that.
Rose, cease. Tomato.
Will sell snakes. I talked to him quite a few times about buying stuff.
Yeah, but not the good stuff.
I don't think anything that Will has isn't good stuff.
Yeah.
Best
I was
stuff.
gonna say.
Good stuff meaning like I need a female DG.
Yeah, you can't buy those from anyone right now.
So you're not getting those.
No, and I need it because I need a female to start making stuff. I'm done with buying all male recessives.
Will's motto is hold back all the females.
I got my first.
That's Chino's motto too.
Same.
I got my
If I hit
first
any.
DG pin female this year. She was my first Desert Ghost.
Ooh.
And then I picked up the Orange Dream Spot Nose Mario DG boy.
Ooh.
Wow.
Yeah, Mario's another really cool one. That's like
Yeah.
it's very cool.
Yeah, hasn't Justin's been killing that, hasn't he? I think he's got
Oh, yeah.
top secret stuff with Mario.
We will not
That's what
have
I got.
Chad anymore.
That's where I got my mail from. So yeah, he's got a lot of fun stuff cooking
Yeah.
with the Mario gene.
Oh, Troy would let a DG female go.
There you go.
Troy, David, mine. Troy, message me.
I was gonna say no.
What?
No, he's not even listening. He's not paying attention. It's yours, Liz.
Let's
Just
see who Troy likes the most.
That's all he's
Troy,
paying attention
message
to
who
is
you
Troy.
like the most.
Yeah.
I can't
I won't-
import.
Liz could use it way more than I could this year. I won't need it till next year.
yeah, start
Thank-
messaging him now. Just
Look at her. She's like,
Oh.
Right?
Oh,
No,
man.
seriously.
Yeah.
Because
their
I'll have
fight.
that. I have a black pastel hypo clown that's posset DG that'll be ready next year, and I want a DG female just to try to prove them out. And then, but I'll have a DG. What the fuck is that chocolate one, Max?
Which, huh?
The
Yeah,
male.
Max, the chocolate one in his collection
Let
that
the
you should
bidding
know
begin.
Chocolate yellow
no.
belly desert ghost had hypo male.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I don't. Send it to Liz Troy. She can use it this year, and then I'll use it next year.
Liz is like, what?
It's like, no, I'm gonna keep her for a few years.
Now, David's got some stuff I want. He knows.
I know. I want to prove that black pastel hypo clown out with the DG because he's posset DG.
Black pastel hypo clown posset DG.
Yep.
You just send him here. I'll put him in
No.
good work.
You know that doesn't happen.
I know.
Troy's in a bidding war.
Yeah, we ain't gonna bid against anything.
No,
with Troy.
Troy's not in a bidding war. Those of us that want this.
Hurry.
Really,
That's a better look
Tom?
for him.
Fine.
Why?
Well, you know,
Why?
Liz with
You
that,
really have to ask why.
that
It's
chocolate
Tom.
yellow belly. You know,
I'm sorry,
visual
I'm
DG
quite
male.
addicted to
He's
them.
100% had hypo.
And this
Funny
is
those.
why your kid, Tom, books better people than you on a live.
Tom's just weird.
Hey,
Tom's
Kathleen.
just Tom.
I think that's why I actually like
Fuck
Tom.
all the time. What are you trying to say?
I don't care, Troy. It's a hatchling. That's fine.
Oh, Jesus Christ, Troy.
Guys, I just looked up this Mario gene because I hadn't heard of it before.
It's
And, like,
beautiful.
The super form, I am dying over.
Mhm.
You live under a rock?
I live with you. I try to avoid anything like.
Exactly, Bridget.
If they're hatchlings, Troy, you need to get like 3 or 4 females to let go.
Nick, there was a little residual CS in here, man. My eyes burn a little.
Yeah, I doubt it. Casey probably farted in the mask before you put it on.
Oh my goodness.
I think that's the only reason I like Tom is because he's so fucking out there.
What do you
He's
mean?
just like weird. He's just like fucking weird.
Out there's kind of sugarcoating it.
Yeah, what kind of a psycho puts a mask on in a live?
A
What
funny
kind of
one?
psycho wears a freaking tarp suit on a live?
I got the Liz headcock again.
Wait, weren't you wearing a mask earlier?
Yeah.
Oh, welcome back, Kathleen. Wait, wasn't there something wrong with your face earlier?
No, there's something wrong with my face all the time.
I'm talking about me, not you, silly.
Oh, but there's still something wrong with my face all the time. I have the face for radio.
I just wish I wouldn't be able to see Tom's face all the time.
At Troy, very least, I'm going to need double het hypo DG females.
David, this isn't fucking Burger King.
I know.
Okay?
I feel like he's ordering snakes.
I am ordering snakes. Right, Liz? We're ordering snakes. We're letting
This
Troy
is
what?
not have it your way. You get what comes out, David.
Oh my goodness.
Yes, I'd like to order a desert ghost with a little bit of enchi on the side.
No.
Oh,
Very least.
I do need a Desert Ghost NG Orange Dream Mail. If anyone's got
Or
one.
would it be in this case? Wouldn't it be more like Harvey's, where you're making?
It's like Subway.
No, it's eat fresh.
They don't have
Have it
Subways
your
in
way.
Canadian.
Oh, what do they have up there?
What, Subway? We have Subway.
Oh, okay.
I'm more like, do you guys have Harvey's? Do you know what Harvey's is?
No.
Hardee's?
No,
Hardee's?
Harvey's.
Oh, I was like,
Harvey's. It's like a Subway for burgers. So they go in, like, you pick your burger, you pick all, like, and they build it right in front of you.
That's like a Fudd Rocker.
Are you just saying it wrong?
Harvey.
That's how the
Yes,
Canadians say it.
Harvey's.
Nick.
Yes,
Just
Hardee's.
Do they have
See, I might not be able to eat much, but I like buffets. It's like
Yeah, we
all
have
right, there's spread out for you.
Are we still talking about food, David?
I'm
Snake
hungry.
buffets.
Oh yeah.
Shit.
Yeah, Brazilian steakhouses.
Snake buffets.
Oh, snake buffets. Snake buffets.
Super chocolate hypo het DG to a DG.
Yeah.
Precious.
I want to be precious when I grow up.
Very nice.
Yeah, she's got some awesome stuff.
She needs to.
I don't want to be precious when I grow up.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of like being a dude.
There's a group for that on Facebook, apparently.
It's just to prevent
What?
herpes because he's already got.
Oh
herpes.
yes, no, there.
Oh god.
See, now I'm taking after chat. The only thing I picked out in chat right now is Lily talking about Five Guys.
I don't know what that is.
Is he coming back?
It's an
I
awesome
can't go
burger
into Five
place.
Guys without
I was gonna say you're making me want Five Guys.
reaction.
See, I live 5 minutes from the main border. I need to Google all like the American restaurants there, so when the borders open up, I can just go.
Port
Oh
Hillary.
shit, Troy.
Chad just had Five Guys.
But from what I heard, Maine's not really
Yes.
American anyways, so
No, they're pretty out there.
I like
Should
that,
you put me
Troy.
on that one? I said Chad.
But
just
Five
had
Guys. Five
I want-
Guys burger place is really good. We have
I
one
want to
here.
try
I
Chick-fil-A.
like that too.
Chick-fil-A sucks ass. It's nasty. I hate it.
Never been there. We don't
Whataburger?
have one.
Whataburger? I don't give a shit if I live in Texas or not. I came from Minnesota. I love Culver's. I come down here and I'm like, oh my god, everybody loves Whataburger. I went there. I like their chicken strip sandwich. It's like a chicken strip melt and like a sweet and spicy barbecue bacon cheeseburger or something. That's
Yep.
it. But otherwise, they suck.
You guys are making
I
me
found-
so hungry. This is
I
horrible.
know. It's 10 o'clock.
I
Yeah.
found a Culver's. Conroe has a Culver's.
I'm even trying to think like what we have that's super Canadian here, but like in my little tiny town, it's all like franchises, like McDonald's,
Miss my
Burger
cheese
King.
curds.
Like that's been it. We don't even have like anything. Wendy's here.
Yeah, Redwood. I'm with you on that. Fingers crossed for that clutch. That's amazing.
Hey, Paris.
Yeah.
She's here. Troy. Raising Cane's.
Like,
See,
10
Troy, I don't like.
any big chain restaurant like you can name off pretty much. So it's
Yeah.
bad.
We just got a Raising Cane's here, but I had it down in Houston once, and I just didn't like their sauce.
I mean, what was Chino? Went to Arby's the other day on a live, and I'm like, what's Arby's?
You don't know what Arby's is?
Oh. Uh-huh.
Jesus fuck.
You need to come to America just to have the food.
I know. Well, again, when
It's
like the
not
borders
even
open
that
up, I'll just
good.
drive 5 minutes and go to all the American restaurants. Like,
They do. They do. No, an elk burger. They do elk burgers every year, like 10 locations.
Who does?
Arby's.
Oh wow.
Bullshit.
Yeah, every year there's like 10 locations in the country that do elk burgers. Some of
Oh
them do
shit.
There's some that do venison burgers and shit too.
Yep, they did in
Nice.
Minnesota.
That's cool.
Yep, they did when I lived in
I
Minnesota.
also want to try Cheesecake Factory. I mean, if it's got cheesecake in its name, it has to be good.
It's overrated.
Their menu's
My
way
opinion.
too big. Their menu's a book that's like 15 pages.
I don't care. I want cheesecake.
But yeah, I had that Raising Cane's in Houston, and I just thought it was disgusting, nasty. So, but getting back to what I was saying, they built the one here where I live in Lufkin, and I went, and it was totally different. I don't think they fried their batter, when they fried the chicken or whatever. I don't think it was cooked good enough, when I had it before. But we had it here, and I love it.
I also want to try
Always good
Olive
with
Garden.
meat, not having it cooked well enough,
Yeah, it just tastes like flour.
I'll go to Olive Garden for their pasta.
Again, overrated.
That hurts
Olive Garden.
Olive Garden's garbage.
I'm
Olive
gonna get
Garden's
so many
Yeah, there's
unfollows
salads.
now.
It's like the fast food of Italian restaurants.
No, that's
Yeah.
Mazzoli.
So that's like East Side Mario's then, up here.
I mean, Olive Garden, they just microwave it anyways.
I'll take your
so
word
you're not
for it.
getting like
We literally have a
Hey,
restaurant
Marty.
called East Side Mario's, and their like logo's like the Statue of Liberty, and they're trying to be all like New York Italian.
Real Italians are from Chicago. Just saying.
I thought real Italians were from Italy, but
Depends.
Well, I don't know.
I'm a goddamn.
Pasta.
There's probably no real Italians in Canadian.
I'm a
Canada?
Slovak, and I came from pretty close to Chicago, so.
well, like most of the people around here, it's more of like Scottish descent. So
I thought there was a lot of French also.
there's also, but okay, so the way the Acadians is they were like the riffraff from France. So like like prisoners and people who committed crimes, they were sent here. And then whoever committed crimes here in the Acadians were sent down to Louisiana, and that's the Cajuns. So the Cajuns are like the worst of the worst.
We'll have to tell Swamp Ass that later.
No, but it's actually
Hardy,
like that's
Dave Hardy's in here.
Hey, Dave.
What's up, Artie?
yeah, that's like the whole. So Acadians and like Cajuns have a very close tie together, and I live in like New Brunswick in Acadian country. Yeah. So I fluently speak French.
That's cool.
Comes in handy sometimes when
I
I want to
fluently
swear and
speak
tell
bullshit.
people off, but I don't want them to understand. But all the swear words in French have to do with religious artifacts. Like it's not like
What?
yeah. So if you want to say like
You're full of shit.
no, if you want to say the F word, it's Christ Tabernacle, which literally translates to the tabernacle of Christ. If you want to say like, oh shit, you're saying colis, which translates to chalice.
How the fuck can you speak French and you can't say pasta?
Or asphalt.
Oh man.
Gosh.
Can I speak the rest of the night in French? I could. It'll make my brain hurt. It's either like I need to speak French or English. Like I hate flipping back and forth. It hurts my head.
Yeah.
Gravy.
Because you're trying to think in two different languages. So like even like if you're saying the letter E in French, that would be I. Like the letter like or the
Sound is-
yeah.
yeah.
So it like
It's gravy. It's not
Yeah.
sauce. It's gravy.
It's gravy, Redwood.
Mm-hmm.
what?
We're
Depends on what
talking
you're
about
talking
We're
about.
talking
Italians.
about pasta sauce.
Yeah.
Italians don't call it sauce.
They call it.
Gravy.
It's gravy.
Gravy.
Mm-hmm.
The Italians from Chicago, not
And
from
pizza
Italy.
is pie.
I didn't know the pie part.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
How did this
I like
went from
apple
snakes
pie.
to like food? Oh, pie, apple
I know, but
pie.
I'm kind of
I
upset
actually
about it. I
like
didn't
apple rhubarb. Apple rhubarb.
get dinner.
I think someone asked how you say pasta, and then it turned to food.
What's up, Adam? Italians.
Caramel or caramel?
All right, calm down there, Pickle King.
Come on, Liz. Let's get
If
them all
anybody
ready.
has
Caramel,
any last
What?
caramel or caramel?
Kathleen,
Yeah, caramel or caramel.
post Troy's last comment.
Oh no.
I keep asking him if he's okay.
I'm fine.
So, oh my god.
Max actually talks a lot. I mean, Max and I, we get us in a video chat at night. I can just sit and just let Max talk.
Yeah, he's just
Not really.
The last
it-
live I did with Max, he was quiet like this too, and he's like, "I promise the next time I'm on, I'm gonna be more talkative."
The only time you gotta worry is when his camera
Lies.
goes off.
I'm trying.
Max, you gotta stop
Lies.
talking to David at night because if you keep him up, he's not gonna die in his sleep.
I don't sleep anyway.
That's so
He
mean.
sleeps for like 2 hours at a time.
Whatever, those 2 hours, that ticker could go, man.
As long as
Oh
he
Look, I'm
knows
like
all
half
the things
vampire.
mapped out that who's taking what.
No, Jody
Okay.
knows. Jody
No,
knows.
I don't stay hydrated. I don't hydrate.
Me neither. That's why I get kidney stones. It's wonderful.
No, hi.
Hi.
Like Austin hydrate.
Hydrate.
Yeah, like
I don't-
Austin and a lion hydrate.
Hi.
Yeah, with
Yep.
water.
I don't hydrate.
Hydrate with water.
This is difficult. This is difficult.
I think there's
He's-
enough hydrators around me. I should start though.
Casey knows about water.
Water. That took so much to say.
Troy.
I could. She had a bead of
Oh,
sweat running
man.
down her forehead.
Oh, Troy.
That was so much.
I missed that whole thing, like what exactly went down, and then like someone's just
Oh,
like
man.
telling me about it, and I'm like, man, did Buddy mention me? And everyone's like, no, and I'm like, God damn it!
We didn't list off, like too many people. I think it was only like 5 or 6, something like that.
Warder.
Water, like
Warder.
Water?
It's water.
Wickens is
Water.
also Canadian, but he's in Ontario. He's not from like my little redneck
say
part
it.
of the country.
No, yeah, it's Tom. They want Tom to say
water.
water.
Here's a good one. Is it
He
washcloth?
won't say
Weirdos.
Tom, say
What
water.
is it?
Water.
water.
Can you get closer to the microphone, please? I can't hear you.
It's water.
Water, water,
Who the hell is Snooky Snacks? Snooky Snacks?
snooty snake.
Snooky Snacks. Who the hell's your boo?
Snooty
Kind-
Snicks.
Snooty?
I thought you
I thought
said
it said
snooky
Snoopy.
snakes, and I'm like,
Snooky
is this like a
snakes.
Jersey Shore
Snooky.
thing? Like,
Snooky, what the hell? Who's your boo?
listen here, Peanut Gallery. If you're gonna Peanut Gallery, I'm just gonna send you the link, and you can hop in here.
Or hop in here.
Yeah, get Adam in here. Why not?
Oh, I can.
Wickens, isn't that little funny dude?
No, he's just the little dude.
I thought he was funny as fuck.
He thinks he is.
No, I'm telling you he is. I know
He's a
funny people.
comedian, so I hope so.
Oh, he's a
Have
comedian?
you gone
Yeah.
to his comedy shows?
Ooh.
No?
I think he's funny as shit.
Where does he live? I thought you said he lives in Canadian.
He is. He's in Ontario, but I've gone to his like virtual comedy shows.
Oh.
Oh, I didn't even know he had virtual ones.
Yeah. He had one. He's got a Discord, so that's how I got the invite to go to that
He's
one.
like little bald little dude.
Yeah, with glasses. Yeah.
Yeah, he's funny. I think he's funny as shit.
It's hysterical.
Canada.
Hold on.
I mean,
I'll s-
considering he's Canadian, it's not like the dude's a Bubbles, but come on, he's still funny.
What language
I've met Bubbles.
Canadian.
I have hung out with the Trailer Park Boys once upon a time. Back before Americans discovered them. Adam,
They're
I'm
up at the
sending
Mall
you
of
something.
America.
I'm just gonna throw this out there. I just got a text, and somebody was confessing their love of you,
Of who?
of Nick.
Oh. Who?
Got a secret admirer.
Take him.
Snicky Snicks.
Bye. Take him.
Jules is
Oh
like,
God.
Troy.
It's gonna be bad.
Oh,
You know
man.
what?
Sounds
Screw
great.
everybody.
Oh, Troy. Oh, I love that.
Oh.
no. He uses the snake bag one of Billy Snakes came in.
Oh my god.
Oh.
I'm leaving Julie.
Oh,
I'm gonna move in with Liz, and we're gonna get our snakes tested so that they don't have herpes.
I'm moving in with Liz.
I'm moving
You
in with
can't
Liz.
have Liz. Liz is mine.
You can't handle the Liz.
Yes, I
Wait,
can.
no.
You
You're
can.
married. No, you and chat are married now, Jules.
Oh God,
You think,
forgot about that.
I think we're in Iowa with Troy.
Better
Poetry is
idea.
Oh my God, it's not legal.
We
in
get
Iowa.
Jules, Casey,
The more the merrier.
Liz,
I mean,
and I. We get a little like female commune thing going on.
Nick, your secret admirer raised his hand.
I don't give a
Oh,
shit what
yeah.
any of you do. You're not doing it with Liz. You're not doing it with Troy, and you're not doing it with Max.
Redwood.
I'm territorial.
What up, Sal? How was your live with Shane?
Keep your
How
asses
was your
away
live
from
with
my
Shane?
Troy.
What's up, Sal?
And yes, that live with the kids was awesome. TJ, I'm still so proud of him.
Yeah, thanks, Sal. Yeah, he had a blast, man. He's still out there.
TJ
His brain fried.
has coined it as epic.
I took so many screenshots, it wasn't even funny.
Yeah, you and me both through the tears.
I said hung out. What's wrong with hung out? What's wrong with hung out?
Huh?
Oh, I could see him with an MC bag, the maple leaf, a Mount me hat, lather and maple syrup, just staring at him.
Get it, Tom. Get it.
Yo, Troy's fantasies about me are really creepy sometimes.
No.
You should see what he texts me late at
He
night.
doesn't even need the image of Billy.
man.
He's got it locked in here.
Hey, and Tom, the
Bang
best
bang,
thing,
baby.
take
That along
advantage-
with the image of Troy and his Speedo.
Take advantage of this because Troy's a photographer, so he could capture that moment.
Oh my God.
Just saying.
If anybody in the chat has any serious questions, just drop them. We'll eventually get to them. Maybe, perhaps.
Troy, that was serious.
Yeah, and it's either going to be in English, French, or Canada.
Okay, to a Canadian, does an American have a subtle accent? Like how you guys have a subtle accent to us?
Subtle.
I find different areas you guys do, but I don't find I have an accent.
Oh yeah, not at all.
no.
It's subtle, like a semi smashing into a fucking brick wall.
I do not.
Wait, can you say pasta again?
Your pasta.
I'm not saying the
Pasta.
word.
Pasta. 'Cause it's a pasta my bedtime.
I don't know. One night they're trying to get me to say process for some reason. They said it.
Process.
Oh, speaking, I don't know. Hey, Adam, do you think Americans have subtle accents?
It depends what part of Canada you're from, or the U.S. you're from.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, when I moved down here to Texas, a lot of people asked if I was from Canada. I'm like, no, I just moved to Minnesota.
Minnesota.
Yeah, it depends. Some of you guys have horrific accents, and some of them are pretty good. It
Yeah.
just depends where you're from.
And
Are you talking
one guy
about the
goes,
people in this chat or in general?
Well, I just feel like in the U.S., like there's some good accents, and there's like ones from the Midwest and Western New York where it sounds almost hard to listen to.
We talked
Yeah.
to that.
Chino.
Well, it's
there's
just like
so
the
many
long
accents, though.
vowels and like the way water, like there's different ways you can say water incorrectly, and I just think Buffalo, New York is the worst one.
New York does not have an accent.
No, water
Everybody else
has one
does.
R in it though. Can we agree on that?
Yeah.
Everywhere in the States has a
Water.
different accent. Kathleen's accent doesn't reflect the rest of Canada. I do not have an accent.
No, she sounds just like a regular English speaking person, you know?
What would you
Yes.
What would you call it? Would you call it a speech impediment? I don't want to be rude. I'm just asking.
That's what I thought it was.
Okay, so
I just stick
Adam's-
with accent.
I am
you
not
asked Adam.
responsible
Adam's
for what
father's
comes out of
from
his mouth.
like the area I live in, and for what area I live in, the province I live in, I don't have an accent, do I?
No, not at all. You sound like you probably haven't married your first cousin at least once. So
Exactly.
I would never have guessed from the East Coast.
Yeah.
See, Troy made that comment.
Of
Well, to Americans,
Canada.
Minnesota is part of Canada. And that's what that guy asked down here in Texas. Wasn't that in Canada? No, it's Minnesota.
Minnesota.
No.
No, we don't put an R in there.
Look. Hey, Tom, your boyfriend. I'm going to have to go with Adam on the whole water thing.
Water.
Second.
No,
Mhm.
water.
Adam, all dead to me.
Just saying. So, yeah, exactly. Most of the people, again, sound like they've married their first cousins around here. And I don't sound like that.
Try Deep
It's-
East Texas. Those some bitches, you can't even hear what the fuck they're saying. This one guy, I'm like, I meant to say, do you have a chew in your mouth? I was like, what, do you got shit in your mouth? And I meant to say chew, but he got like really pissed. And this is like the way he talks, a big old draw. And I'm like, I want a U-Haul trailer. And he's just like, I couldn't understand what the fuck he said. I just left, went on a U-Haul and reserved it. I'm like, I don't have time for this shit.
So, post the rest of my 9-hour live. I'm gonna try to edit it quickly tomorrow and post it up tomorrow. I mean, I may as well talk about this now, since there is a few of you in here. Unfortunately, for the unforeseeable future, this is the last episode of Oddballs TV. There's just some stuff going on in life, guys, personal reasons, and this has to just go for a bit. We weren't really expecting it, but poop happens. So for now, no more oddballs. This is it. The end.
I'm sorry it ended with us.
Yeah, I was just gonna say.
Yeah.
Apologize.
I might be back. We don't know. There's some stuff going on in our personal lives right now, and something had to give, and this was it.
Yeah, no.
Well, I think we can make this live better as long as Casey wants to help.
Yeah.
If you feel comfortable talking about it, then don't.
She's
Yeah,
being
no shit.
sincere.
I got another Canadian in here. We don't say a boot.
I didn't either.
A boat.
I said a boat.
About.
We do say about.
I know.
Yeah.
I heard you. I'm like a fucking
I won't even
parrot.
lie,
I was
that
able
one.
to repeat it.
Well, I mean, he won't be Canadian much longer. He's trying to get out of here, so.
It's true. I am trying to flee the country.
Where are you trying to go?
Texas, somewhere that has nice weather, freedom, that
Texas
type of
has
thing.
great weather right now.
Oh, yeah.
I heard today was pretty good. The last 4 days, not so much.
Jab in the heart, Adam.
I was gonna say
Good
it-
job.
Texas adopted New York.
And Chicago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely go to Texas. Don't go to any other state in the U.S.
Adam, if you can try to go as far south as San Antonio, you'll be doing good. Get down
Well, I
by
figured
Austin,
that'd
San
be.
Antonio.
You know what, though? I'll take the 4 days of freezing for the other days of not freezing. Where here we have 180 days where it's freezing.
Yeah.
Only
That's Minnesota.
180. Come to northern New Brunswick.
Yeah, I don't want to go there.
We've had snow since way before Halloween.
People
The
talk
biggest-
funny there. He doesn't want to go.
Same here. Because if
Why?
you would fix
Why
this
do you want us to say tomorrow? No, get that
tomorrow?
Tomorrow?
Like, are we gonna break out in like Annie now? Like,
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
but yeah, no. As much as we cracked a joke about Texas, again, everybody links below for the Reptile Relief 101 group. Go give our brothers and sisters a hand.
Texas.
Casey has an OnlyFans.
Casey has an
Texas.
OnlyFans.
Texas is definitely where it's at.
Wait, what happened?
Yeah, that's Troy. Let's all head over to Casey's
That would be Troy.
I love Troy. Funny fucker. Yeah, Texas is good. I moved from Minnesota down to Texas. It'll be 3 years ago in September. And I was actually going to go to Arizona. I think I'm out the Phoenix area first. And I'm like, let's go down to Texas. So I moved to Texas and moved to Deep East Texas, which was a mistake. So either I'm moving south towards San Antonio. I kind of like between San Antonio and Austin somewhere. Maybe southeast of San Antonio towards Corpus Christi. I don't know. I'm not staying here. It's too backwoods and I feel
I'm just looking
Dumbed
for a place
down.
where I don't have to shovel snow like 100 times a year. That'd be good. I like a place
Yeah.
like that.
it snowed 2 times here. And this is my 3rd winter. And it was this past week and then just a couple weeks ago. Probably got about 2 or 3 inches.
I mean, we've got snowbanks outside that are the height of houses, and they took half of that away already.
Yeah, we got
Otherwise,
more
I'm in
snow this
shorts.
week than I've seen since I was a child. And if there's any time where I'd like to leave, it'd be right about now. Snow shovels and salt and sidewalks and thing. Like, I'd rather be dodging rattlesnakes or whatever you guys do in Texas,
Yeah.
eating barbecue and marrying cousins.
Well-
I'd rather do that than shovel snow.
I mean, where I live is great, but there's a lot of snow, and I don't want to be paying $1,200 power bills monthly.
We got those here right now.
A month.
I feel for you guys.
Especially with that crap that they're talking about with the electric.
Yeah, I just got an email from Champion Energy today saying that because they send a weekly usage report, what you make or what you use, and it's usually like in the wintertime here, it's like $60-$70 a week for me.
Mm.
And this last week's it came, and then they sent an email right after that stating the exact days for that usage was up to Saturday. They didn't want people thinking it was for this past week, so they made it so next week's will come, and instead of $50, it's going to be, I don't know, I figured about $5,800 for the week.
So how can they get away with upping your guys' power so bad? That's what I want to know.
Because it's not federally regulated.
How do you pay for power that you guys didn't fucking have?
Right.
They got the okay to charge the emergency because they weren't making any money on it. And since it's not federally regulated, it's run in the state of Texas, then they can do it where they want. If the governor doesn't want them to, then he has to go and do so. I don't know what he's going to have to do, but I just can't see it happening.
That's crazy.
Yeah. It's not regulated here either. Like, we have municipal power. We don't have like the provincial power. We have the municipal power, and it's really bad.
That was Kayla talking about. Nebraska did give us
One month
power.
it could be like 700. The next 12, we don't know. It's
That's stupid.
Crazy. Yeah, I'll take my $400 electric bill over any of that.
Yeah, I feel like I'm going to stop complaining about my $400.
Yeah, so we had to make the decision between like bills and stuff, and unfortunately the internet was the one that had to make the cut. So don't need internet to survive. But you know what you do need? Heat.
For sure.
That is unbelievable that it's that much. And David, 58. I'd have to sell one of my kids to pay a $5,800 fucking electric bill.
We could make another.
See, talk Tom and Casey into that shit. I need a little girl.
Tom and Casey are done.
Same.
Hey, do surrogate. It's like $48,000.
Tom, make me
in
a little
Canada, it is
girl
illegal to
adopter.
pay for surrogates here.
It is not in the U.S.
Oh no, you have to pay, like, you would have to pay for the procedure and like the storage of sperm or eggs, but you cannot pay for the eggs or for the surrogate. If any money changes hands that way, it's actually illegal. So surrogates don't get paid here.
Prostitution's legal though, so you can receive sperm and get paid for it though. That's fine.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. No. In New Brunswick, prostitution is only legal if no money changes hands.
Then it's just
It's not prostitution.
And it's
There's
not
just fucking-
prostitution.
Exactly.
On the
Yeah.
ground, and then someone else could pick it up.
You just got to make it rain.
There's actually like a thing that like I can't.
Goods and services. No money, just goods.
Yeah, just goods.
Oh man.
I mean, this could start a whole new thing, like, you know, pay for it with snakes. John,
Are you?
There's no way I'm
titties for
paying for
monsoons.
sex.
Titties for monsoons.
I'm not paying for sex with my snakes.
BJ's for sunsets.
Jesus.
I mean, I gotta start off high.
I have
So
never seen that
expensive.
morph. What kind of morph is that? It's a BJ Sunset.
I feel like this is going to become a thing. Like, there's actually going to be a morph at some point now.
Hashtag BJ's for
BJ
sunsets.
Sunset.
Oh man.
Hashtag titties for monsoons. Let's
I
get
do
it
that.
I'm just waiting. I'm waiting for Troy to say something.
Wasn't Cusco talking earlier today about double fisted man snakes? He was talking about that in his video. So
Oh God, missed that.
I don't know.
yeah,
I
the
don't
one he
want
posted
titties
today, he was
anymore.
talking about double fisting scrub pythons, and then he was talking about man snakes, and then he evolved into double fisted man snakes. So
God.
I think it's a second income for him. I don't know what it is, but
I mean, he did wield that snake quite well riding it the other night. So
Hopefully that wasn't on TJ's live.
I was just about to say, yeah.
He was with his
it
kids.
wouldn't surprise me if it was. Just saying. I mean, did any of y'all catch when he was like, flopping around the snake the other night? And then he fell.
I did.
so this is your last live stream. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. I kind of mentioned it just because of the way the power bills are going in the winter here, and they're so high. We have to cut out bills financially. So unfortunately, internet is the one to go.
So you were thinking after the mic drop, the Billy episode earlier in the week, you thought, nah, let's just close it out with this. That's you didn't mic drop?
Oh, yeah. We actually didn't know this until about today.
Oh, okay.
Because we got the bill yesterday, and it's just like, all right, this is what's got to go. This is
my
what's gotta
takeaway was the epicness of Wednesday, whatever day it was earlier this week.
Wednesday.
Yeah, it was something to behold. That was beautiful.
It was. I have to finish and hurry up editing that 6 hours of shenanigans.
Was it 6 hours?
Well, the whole live was
The whole
almost
live
9
was
hours.
almost 9.
It was 8 hours and 43 minutes.
Holy! I shut it off at, I don't know, quarter to midnight or whatever time my girlfriend was like, "Are you still listening to these snake people babble on?" And then I had to shut it off.
Yeah, no, it went till like 6 something in the morning.
I fell asleep at 10:30 watching it, but I fell asleep.
Yeah.
This one continued.
According to the people that were on that show, it was the longest Reptile podcast episode.
Probably a record.
I mean, and I kept being like, all right, guys, it's time for bed. And everybody's like, no, we're going to beat the record. And they're like, just go to bed, Kathleen. Leave us on your channel. I'm like, I'm not leaving you on my channel unsupervised because I see what you're doing with me here.
A little crazy a few times. I mean, it was,
Cusco ate a banana, peel, stem, and all, but not the sticker because he's not an animal.
I feel like I missed a lot.
I did try and convince him to eat the sticker, though, but...
Whoa. So he drank his own piss, but not a sticker.
Yep. Kathleen kissed her kids goodbye for school. Yeah, I tucked them in right before the show, and then I kissed them goodbye for school the next.
Why would you even edit something like that? Why would you have to edit? What are you trying to edit?
I'm just trying to condense it, like just to be easier to watch instead of being in all 6 hours. Because there's some spots where we're all kind of like, just you don't need to watch us derp for 5 minutes, saying nothing, just sitting there.
No, definitely need to see the derpiness.
So I am not going to say, and the reason I'm not going to say right now is there's people going through stuff that need donations more than I need an internet show. So, just saying, guys.
British Columbia balls. I wouldn't count Hardwicks as like a reptile podcast, to be honest. I mean, personal opinion, but
By the looks of everybody here.
Oh, yeah.
he actually did one he did one that was like 24 hours or longer, but again, we didn't count that in the...
So here's before anybody starts a pot, and here's what I'm going to say about it. If there are better things going on right now for a pot, like the Reptile Relief 101, no internet is a first world problem. I don't need it. But you know what those people need to rebuild their lives? Just saying. They need support more than I need internet.
Yeah,
So-
what about Pornhub?
I'm
That's
gonna
free.
have to download some stuff tomorrow before we have no internet on Monday.
All right, I mean, I'm just looking out for you.
I
like
mean,
the
I
reason.
mean, I may have to open my eyes and look at John during Tracy's face.
Poor John.
I love you. He doesn't even know what's going on.
You talking about
He's
David?
doing an intelligence test. So, yeah.
I heard that, Nick.
Yeah. No, but yeah, it is what it is. I may come back in a few months and everything that's just Canada where I live, it's cold. It is freezing. It's cold. It's disgusting. So it is what it is. John's back there making a casserole.
I normally just say "Ha, Nick" just to see if you'll actually repeat shit again. You normally do. Most people just move on.
What?
Huh? What?
What is happening right now?
I missed that. What
I don't even know. Any last minute questions, guys? Any jabs you want to throw at like Nick and Tom? I mean, Adam's supposed to be funny. He can crack some jokes.
See, I love that. Anybody want to throw any jabs? They can throw them at Nick and Tom. David's left alone. Thank you.
This is what it is.
Shut up, Max.
Sorry.
Stop talking so much.
Sorry, I'll let you guys talk a little bit more. It's okay.
You know, those fucking Amish are very quiet people.
Is that Mose from The Office there in the mutation creation shirt? Is that what's going on there?
We have to keep like
man.
occasionally poking him with a stick to make sure he's alive.
Oh, yeah.
Occasionally.
Well, at least this damn camera's on. I'm used to seeing them without the camera on. And the weird noises.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Especially when I start showing them snakes. I think it's really excited.
No, I'm muted. You can't.
Oh, Antoine has made an official statement. Precious and I are great friends, and she's someone I admire in the hobby. Or she's someone in the hobby I deeply admire and respect. That is not what I want to hear. I want to hear a great romance. I want my money back.
Will you leave those two poor people alone?
Yeah.
Have you talked to Antoine? He ain't
What?
poor and innocent.
I don't
think any of us are.
Right.
I am.
Personal message.
I'm always innocent.
I'm literally
I'm
poor
shit
and I'm
wrong.
innocent.
I'm poor.
You can
No,
definitely
you cannot because I don't even know if I'm going to hit eggs. Nice try. Next.
Was there any questions at all?
No.
Didn't you ask that?
I
British
asked if
Columbia
there's
balls have one.
questions.
Anybody's got eggs?
Yeah, anybody got eggs yet?
Not yet.
Not yet.
I got 2 dozen from Walmart the other day.
Put them in
What
the
about-
incubator, see what happens.
Oh, snake eggs. No. I don't breed snakes, remember? I just hoard them.
What about you,
This is
Wiccans? Got
true.
any eggs yet?
No, but I definitely have a female ball python that's ready to go, and then I have a female hognose that's ready to go. I don't know why I felt the need to say female. If it was a male, that'd be weirder than anything I just said. But yeah, I got 2 clutches of eggs that are about to drop, but nothing yet. Like nothing for sure yet.
Yeah. What was
yeah.
your ball python pairing again? I can't remember.
So it was an albino to a het albino female.
Nice. I thought you bred the hognose to the ball python. I thought you were going to have hog balls.
Yeah, the hognose to the it was weird. The hognose tried to eat the ball python, and it didn't work out good. But
Bacon balls.
What? So you got hog balls or ball noses?
yeah, ball hog.
Ball noses. Ball
Yeah, ball
noses.
hogs. Yeah, which is what we called easy girls when I was growing up, but that's what we're gonna call snakes now.
Awesome.
Oh God, that's as good as the.
We need to get into the visual.
I don't know.
Oh, that's so horrible.
Ball hogs, that's what we call the easy
That's as bad as the what was it? The scrub ball python hybrid scrubbing balls or ball scrubbers.
Ball scrubbers.
Oh my God, I'm pretty sure that was Max who said that.
Yeah, it was ball scrubbers.
That's funny because of all the people I'm looking at right now, Max seems like the least likely one to be a ball scrubber. I don't know. It's
Max is like, yes, someone made fun of me.
I'll just come on this live stream and make fun of people I've never talked to before. That seems like a good idea.
I mean, David said you were funny, so.
Well, thank you. I
Yeah.
appreciate that.
Well, you're
But
on
looks
the
aren't
I also did
everything.
say I also said he was short and bald.
Yeah, I just
I
keep
knew
looking
you were
around,
not
thinking, like,
wrong
just
there
shining
either.
at people and blind them if I need to like skedaddle real quick.
That's how you know you're Canadian skedaddle.
Mm-hmm. Or
Right up there with
skeet, skeet. That's what the
lollygagging
kids
and-
say, right? Skeet, skeet. Or that's what they said last generation. I don't know.
Oh,
Apparently, I'm from too close to Canada because I grew up with all that.
oh, it's like lollygagging and doohickey and doohickey. It's beside the thingamajig.
See, I missed Chad. Oh wait, you said lollygagging. I think you said ball gagging. I wasn't sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say lollygagging made you popular in high school.
So that's why I wasn't popular. Great, thanks. Now I know. Now I know. I thought it was my personality.
You'll
have
show
one?
that when you have your sunset BJs.
BJ's for sunset.
Yeah, get it right. There's a
Jesus,
corner.
if you're gonna mock me. I mean, originally it used to be titty for pies, but then I thought, I can do better than that. Titties for monsoons.
Shit, I'd never
I'm
give
worth
away
more.
a pie for titties.
Oh, apparently the lollygagging and doohickey and all that's Australian as well. Apparently we're cultured.
They also call their front porch a veranda, so I don't know if I trust those people.
You guys don't call it a veranda?
No.
Mm-mm. Their Christmas song is also about kangaroos, 7 white boomers or something like that, and it's sung by a dude named Slim Dusty. So I don't know if I trust anybody in that country. That's
7
a real
white
song. You can
boomers.
ask that person; he'll tell you.
Oh my gosh,
7
that's
white
so
boomers.
funny.
Oh goodness.
Lollygagging.
Ralph Davis, he was a funny guy. From
Lollygagging
Australia.
for
Ralph Davis.
sunsets.
He was? What happened to Ralph?
I said Ralph David. Ralph Davis.
He was a funny guy. We were playing.
Oh my goodness.
All right.
Well, unless anybody has any more questions, I know Liz needs to go because she has to clean rats.
4 a.m.
Ouch.
Fun.
Life of a full-time ball python breeder.
Yeah. Yeah.
All
Yeah.
the
I just
glamour.
gotta find rats.
Do you do it full time, Liz?
Yes.
Awesome.
Nice. I do it in between raising tiny humans.
Yeah, I mean, I have a 5-year-old. I have one.
Yeah.
One and done. Thank you.
3,
Smart.
and I was 1 and done, and I have 3 now.
We didn't want any, to be completely honest.
But
I
what's
didn't want
great
any
though
either.
is the 7-year-old helps us out.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Mine's almost 6, and she's got an attitude, and she's just as sassy as I am. So
I mean,
See, I didn't
mine tried to buy a puff female puzzle from Wilma Rose for $15, and I said, "Good luck with that. He's going to tell you no." And she goes, "No, he won't." And I'm like, "Why not?" She goes, "Because I'm 7 and I can get very cranky."
yeah.
See, my problem is I started too young, had kids, didn't want kids. And I have 11-year-old left that's almost 12. Shouldn't say left, at home. And now I'm ready to start having kids. I'm almost mature enough to have kids, and I'm done. So,
Oh my gosh.
You don't have kids and you want kids, wait. How you grow up.
That's what I did.
No, I'm looking forward to being 36 and kid-free. Graduated from high school.
Your
Yeah.
kid's gonna live with you
I-
until she's 32.
Logan tells me that all the time. He's living with me until he's 40. But I thought I was gonna be scot-free, you know, by the time I was 40. And then Harley came along.
Same with
Dying
Aiden.
those midlife crisis babies.
No, she was a getting ready to have my tubes tied baby.
I just came home from a rodeo drunk.
See, Kyle's just gonna go get snipped, so we don't have to worry about that.
Yeah.
Casey, it could be worse. I'm 45 with a 1-year-old.
Well, better you than me.
So Adam, when are you going to have little tiny bald-headed things that you can relate to?
Whenever they figure out bioactive diapers, whenever they figure that out, I'm all in after that.
I mean, you can cloth diaper.
Oh
No.
I don't. In there.
I don't want to touch the feces. I don't want to touch it. I don't want to look. I don't want to smell it. I want little critters to come in and eat it, and then that's it.
Well, I mean, you
Once
got
they figure that out.
dogs.
Wait, the feces or the baby? I mean, little critters can come in and eat it.
Well, to be fair, I think that it would be scary for little critters to be down there I know what it's like for me. It's scary to have little critters down there. So I think that for kids, it might be scary also. But I think that we need to have isopods and critters to eat the poop, and then I'm all in. I'll have 7 of them. I don't care. As long as they're all taller than me and they might be professional athletes and buy me a house one day. My genetics say that's totally possible.
Dogs love to get into poopy diapers. So, I mean, you're good.
That's good. That's a selling point. That's good. Keep going.
This is definitely.
All right, what about the vomit?
This is definitely.
Dogs also.
Are you just what was that?
Then it's in your mouth.
Times like the kid's gotten sick and you're running for like a towel or a mop or a bucket and you come over and the dog's like woof, like all happy, and I'm like, get out of it. Anybody with dogs and kids knows it happens.
I've got a great idea. On our last live, let's talk about eating shit.
Like when people always talk about having baby fever and stuff, I never understood that, because to me, babies all look like potatoes a little bit that aren't cooked enough. And
bring me potatoes.
I just don't feel it at all. I feel like dogs are much cuter, even from the get-go, you know?
This is true, but I'll tell you.
Canada has athletes. It's called hockey players.
Whoa. Okay. Canada has athletes. First of all,
hockey players.
Yeah. Yes. The entire sport of hockey, basically. And we could go through baseball and football, but that'd be a 3-second conversation. So that'd be unmemorable. But hockey, we've got those.
Yeah, we got lots of hockey players.
Yeah, we export hockey players and comedians. That's what we do, basically. If you want a Jim Carrey or a Mike Myers, we got those for you. If you need a Sidney Crosby, Gretzky, we got those for you. Otherwise, we really have nothing for you. It's maple syrup.
I mean, bacon.
Shania Twain.
Good fishing.
Yeah, I wouldn't. You guys can keep Shania Twain. We don't want her back. You can have her. That's fine.
She's awesome.
And Justin Bieber. We don't want that guy back either.
Yeah,
we don't want him either.
You can tell him that.
Keep Nickelback.
I'd take Shania Twain for a weekend. I'll keep that covered for you.
Shania Twain's got arthritis. You better have medication after you're done with her.
I got arthritis too. I don't give a shit.
That'd be a good geriatric weekend, I think. That'd be fun.
Physical therapy together.
It's gonna be like 2 broken twigs that someone threw out in the fucking fire pit.
Jesus.
Not that fucking old.
Hey, you don't
Feel bad for Jody. She'd be pushing you out.
David.
Right,
Anna,
Liz?
don't you dare bring potatoes into
I have
this.
rheumatoid and it sucks.
What's wrong with potato? I love potatoes.
Rheumatoids, is that the thing that makes it hard to sit down?
No, rheumatoid arthritis.
Oh, okay.
Those are hemorrhoids.
Oh, I always get them confused.
Oh, goodness gracious. So if anybody
This
has
just
last
keeps going
and
south.
so you guys got 5 minutes, and then I'm ending the sucker so I
Tom
can go to
probably
bed.
has arthritis.
Can't even give us 3 fucking hours. It's 21 minutes. 20 minutes
Liz-
and what? 20 seconds?
Oh my God, are you
Jeez.
going to be like
Oh my
that?
God.
Liz, you can leave whenever you want, just so you're aware. Don't feel like David's forcing you here.
No, she forced me here.
Oh, you are full of it.
I'll
David, you
I'll
forced
do it.
all
I'll
of
do it
us.
if you come on my live. I didn't force anybody. I asked
Now we're
Nick
dropping
nicely.
things here.
Max is the only one that has to be here.
David asked me to come on, and I said only if you come on my podcast first.
I'm just here so I don't get fined.
She did too.
You don't get fined.
She said, "I'm getting you before Kathleen does."
In my defense, you promised me months ago that I would be your first interview.
Tino got me first.
I mean, you're on
Twice.
here, so like it's kind of like we're tag teaming him. It's his ultimate fantasy.
Tag teaming 2 women isn't my ultimate fantasy. Bad shit.
Yeah, wrong podcast for that.
That was
David-
like fucking breakfast.
David, you're embarrassing Max. Stop it.
Is Max still alive?
Yeah, he's laughing.
He moves his head.
Of course, I'm still
Let's
alive.
go 12 hours. We can watch. No, I'm not. No.
No, you don't know.
I
There's
would
No.
actually be up
I got
before
work in
then.
the morning.
Gone.
John goes before you start another 12-hour live. I'm pulling the bed out because last time he was like huddled in the couch.
Who said they were
kids-
working in the morning?
Liz.
Me.
Are you a reverend?
No.
I figured for sure that was it. Tomorrow's Sunday, right?
Yes, she has holy balls.
Mm.
Yeah. No, I have to go clean. I don't know. We have about 1,200 breeder female Norway rats. So I don't know how many in total that we have, but I know we run about 1,200 breeder females. We'll start about, we'll get there, we'll start about 6 a.m. and we'll get done about noon. We have a team of about 6 people.
Holy.
My Texas rat supplier froze hers. All.
All
I gotta
of
find
them?
something. Pretty much.
Wow.
And they had their tortoises out there too, but they got those inside.
Oh, that's good. That sucks about the rats.
So Liz,
Yeah,
So-
we do.
do you sell yours then, obviously too?
Yeah, so we use a good portion of them. So it's actually us and a buddy of ours that started the business together. We feed roughly between 400 and 450 rodents a week. He feeds about 600 a week
Wow.
with the collection that he has. But yeah, we sell to the general public. We don't ship frozen as of yet. We would like to eventually. This is kind of just our starter building. We also do mice and ASFs. So my ultimate goal is to produce enough ASFs that we can feed our entire collections, just ASFs, and then be able to sell, obviously, the Norways that we were using. We're at about half capacity in the building that we have now. But our ultimate goal is to just build an actual rat facility on a plot of land that we own and
That's awesome.
do it large
Oh, yeah.
scale. It's a lot of work. But
Fucking gnats.
it's nice to be able to have your own rodents and everything for your snakes and know everything that was put into them. We used to have them in the basement, which was nice. It was nice to be able to just walk out of the snake room, grab whatever rodents you needed, and come right back. But I'm also
you-
glad to have them out of my house. So
Yeah.
Are you organizing a YouTube live during my live?
Apparently,
Yeah, that's
it was
shady.
requested.
Rude.
It was requested because you're calling it quits so early tonight.
It's 2 hours and 44 minutes.
We couldn't even get 3 hours though, Kathleen.
It's not
I'm
8
giving
hours
it-
and
I'm
44
giving it-
minutes though.
I'm giving this to 3 hours and then I'm going night night.
Ray is done. He wants
Same.
the live to continue.
Oh my goodness. Can I get a link to your OnlyFans? Oh my goodness.
Jesus.
Maybe that's what I need to start doing, an OnlyFans.
It's in my link tree.
I'll have an OnlyFan. Like
That, right? I'm the same way, Kathleen. I'm like, I'll do it.
You'd be surprised. You would be very, very surprised at what
can I just
these
like
guys like.
put like a snap on my like cleavage and just snap pics of that and just drop them? Like does my
Do whatever you want on there.
I feel like if I put my face in it, it's gonna detract from the value of the photo.
There's people that don't put their face in it.
Yeah, it's true.
Well, that don't take their clothes off.
Okay, if I don't have to put my face in it, like I can get more value.
If
But
they don't
snakes
take
are
their clothes
expensive.
off- If they don't take their clothes off, what's the point?
Yeah, that seems like fraud.
Suggestive, implied.
I mean, it's a snake in the cleavage. Someone's gonna want that kink. Like
It's not really porn if they're not naked. You can't get in trouble.
exactly. I mean, if there can be girls bouncing on latex balloons, I can put a snake in my cleavage.
So can Tom.
I did that on my Instagram. Before the OnlyFans.
She ain't giving that shit for free anymore.
Frey is just jealous because he's not a chick.
I mean,
All right,
Yeah.
guys, it was a lot of fun, but seriously, I'm going to call it a night. Thank you so much for
Bye,
having me. I
Liz.
had a great time.
Bye,
Thanks,
Liz.
guys.
if
Bye.
anybody's
Liz.
not following
Bye,
Liz,
Liz.
links are in the description below. Now I'm gonna have to go add Adam's stuff. God damn it!
I feel like
Apparently,
I haven't
I'm
contributed
cute.
enough. You don't have to add anything. I'm just here to blind you with the shininess.
Wait,
That's it.
wait. You can add Anna's too. I'm sorry. I was just reading the comments for a second. I had a David outburst.
Oh, apparently someone thinks I'm cute. Will you
I mean,
subscribe
you
to
are
my OnlyFans?
Is Stevie
Do
Wonder's
it.
here?
Don't do it. Why not?
John, can I get an OnlyFans? Ah, crap! He made a point.
Did
What?
he say no?
No, he goes, we won't have internet.
Wow. Well, if you have an OnlyFans, then you can afford internet.
Just
Starting-
save the videos on your phone, and then you have stuff to post when you set it up.
No, just mail it out.
This isn't like
Jeez.
Red Box. Like,
That is a diplomatic husband you have right there. That is the perfect answer. I was thinking of a way that you weren't going to slap him and you weren't going to be insulted. So that was good. That was perfect.
oh no, we're not married. He refuses to put a ring on it.
Ah, well, I guess he's smarter than I thought he was. That's perfect. That makes sense. 100%.
You're not helping him. He said I want a piece of paper that so bad, he'll go to the printer and give me a piece of paper.
I like him already.
Apparently, Adam Lickens likes you. He likes your
Printer. I wouldn't go to the printer.
Oh, you wouldn't go to the printer? You're going to the closet and grabbing the blank stuff, aren't you?
Yeah.
He's not even going to the printer.
It would require opening a shelf. Seems like a lot of
Yeah.
effort.
If you're going to be a smartass, you can come on camera. You see what I have to live with? I'm
Hey, if he
sending
was
him.
coming on
No,
camera,
he's
he
not
could
on
tell us
camera.
OnlyFans.
I mean, can we get you an OnlyFans?
But
You can hold a snake strategically above your snake. This is great. This is going to be him and her OnlyFans accounts.
Do it.
like Cusco with the retic, right?
Scrub Python.
No, it was a retic the other night.
Oh, was it? Oh, I thought you were talking about how he was double fist and the yeah. I feel like I'm milking a cow here, but he was double fisting.
It was fantastic. Hold on, I have a picture somewhere on my phone.
Please don't show us John's banana.
No. I don't even look at it. I feel so bad. I roast him and he's not even listening. Love you. Wait, what? I would put pop bottles where they don't belong if I was a hot chick. So I'm saying, ow, ow, ow.
You got more secret admirers texting me, Nick. This one was even better than the first one.
Nick, what's your OnlyFans link?
Yeah,
We'll send it out.
seriously, start an account. Make us some money. What are you doing?
This one says, I would fuck Nick.
Not even kidding. I'm looking at it.
Who said that? Where can we send them? Is Reptile Express shipping yet?
I mean, whatever. Bye.
Not you, Nick.
Who
I
wants
feel
to know
sorry
where
for
to send it,
John
Nick, too?
sometimes. Why would you feel sorry for John?
Actually, they're both in California, so you're safe. It's just one flight.
Tom, send me
So
some
one's
photos.
Andrew. One's Andrew.
What, Jules?
She's gonna start screaming that she's gonna cut a bitch in a minute. So.
Oh, it's not a bitch.
Not
Don't worry.
Don't worry.
What's that?
It's not a
not a
bitch.
girl.
Don't worry.
Oh no, I told him to get fucked. It's fine.
Oh.
Classless.
Totally.
Oh, there's the third.
There's
He's
the
closer. Troy's jumping into that train too. So
One of them is Dave Hardy.
Trying to find that.
yes, the second one was definitely Dave Hardy.
Yes.
I mean,
Andrew, Jade,
it's
and
fine.
Troy.
But why are they all texting me about Nick? This is kind of fucking weird.
Because you're his boyfriend.
I'm
I was gonna say you're the boyfriend.
I'm his pimp.
You're the real deal. I'm nothing.
See, Adam, this is the part of the ball python community that you don't see.
Yeah, this is the fun, ridiculous, nonsensical part.
Jules is holding back.
I like this part. It's different than the just attacking people in Facebook groups part that I see mostly. This is much better.
Facebook is the
We
worst.
stay out of that.
Yeah, this is a little more fun. It's,
Yeah, that's what, this seems like more civilized than what I'm used to in the ball python community.
This is civilized.
I mean, he's not wrong. This is the most civilized I've seen one of these shows go.
And it seems like almost none of you live in your mom's basement. So this seems like a departure from what I'm used to.
Yeah, I have my own basement.
I wonder if David knows he's like muted.
I think he's just being quiet.
He just goes, am I?
Am I? Yes, you are.
He's been making comments this entire time, and we haven't been able to hear him.
I've seen his mouth moving. It just kind of like.
Can you do the same thing sooner? Wow.
No, I thought Kathleen did it.
Is it working now?
You did.
See, that happened to me a couple times.
Thanks for bursting my bubble,
Fucking
Casey. I
shit.
thought he was finally having a stroke. I was all excited.
Fuck off. I'm not gonna die.
I have met for lunch, to be honest. I think the shooting was with me. I mean, my wife.
No wonder Tom never answered me back.
You back.
Are you doing a live after this?
If Troy made a story, I am.
Troy,
David,
make a story.
David, unmute yourself.
It's fine. You know what? Troy and I are hypothetically married anyways.
Adam, I sent you a magical picture. I found it. It's something you missed.
I think Brian Cusco is a top shelf human being, and this is the most beautiful thing. I wish I would have saw this as it was happening, but I feel like the picture is much more provocative than the actual thing was.
No, not at all. The picture tames it down.
Send it to us, Kathleen.
Oh.
Yeah. I can't find the one you sent me, but I have one from someone else, like a different screenshot. Because apparently it's not in our chat anymore. Or conversation. But I mean,
Did anyone think that when they watched Cusco drink his own piss, that this is probably not the first time he's drank his own piss? Anyone else ever think that? I thought that immediately as soon as I saw
He's
him.
done that a few times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because he just kind of drank it and he was kind of like, yeah, this is what I remember. It was impressive.
You know, I've drank a lot of weird shit, but I don't think I've never drank my own piss. Ever.
I mean, he offered once I get monetized
That you
to
know
come
of,
on the
maybe?
channel.
That I know of.
He offered once I get monetized to come on the channel and strip.
He's never stripped for my channel, so I'd say that's you should take that offer.
The guy's like my brother. No thanks.
I don't even like seeing myself naked.
That makes two of us, David.
Three of us.
You're always getting more every time we're talking.
Oh my god.
This is the longest I've had a shirt on camera, though. It is.
Same.
It's true.
Nick, your head went to the side like
He's like a German Shepherd.
he's like boobs. I mean, you know.
So is that a yes yet, Tom?
I'm trying to figure that out. Yes.
Oh.
Yes, it is. Yes. Yes.
It was epic post up. I'm trying to edit it because there's a lot of times where we're just sitting there kind of like for 5 minutes and we don't need to, like, we can skip through those parts.
Only imagine with 9 hours of content.
Listen, I sat there and tried to kick everybody. Ask Tom. I tried to kick everybody off a bajillion times and I got yelled at. I got yelled at by Billy. I got yelled at by Cusco. Cusco's like, no, we're staying on.
So did Billy stay for that whole thing till like 6 in the morning? He stayed.
Yeah, I think it was even after. No, it was after 6 in the morning my time. Like it would have been after. It would have been 6 your time.
Oh
Adam.
my goodness.
Yeah, and then he went to work for noon.
See, he talked about that. He was. I heard him talk about that on like it was like a stream or maybe it was that thing with MJ. But he was talking about how he's like, oh, I'm like, what podcast were you on until 6? Well, I guess now I understand.
Mine.
Yeah. I would love to tell you I'd say till 6, but I'm not. I have to piss like a racehorse. And
oh, you don't have a jar like Cusco or a shopping bag?
No, I have.
And
I'm pretty sure I would
piss in a
fill this
jar.
and then some, and that'd be my girlfriend would be upset that I pissed on the floor. So, I'm gonna skedaddle. But thank you very much for your time, everybody. This has been a lot of fun.
Popping in and trying to be funny.
Hey, I appreciate it. And the comedy does start another month, so I'll send you links to when that starts. Okay.
I just followed you, Adam. So send me a link when it happens too.
I will for sure. Thank you guys very much. I appreciate it. Have a great night, guys.
Bye, Adam.
What's your Instagram, Tom?
I don't know.
Atypical Origins, right?
Yeah.
I can.
I thought it was gonna be some kind of dickhead question. That's why I was like, I don't know.
Here is Tom. In case you're going live after this, I love you guys.
She kept saying,
it's gonna be on here.
On
It's gonna
YouTube?
be on YouTube. Yeah.
Oh, Jesus Christ. You can type that then in the comments.
Why type it? We're saying it. Can't they just hear it?
Go to Atypical Origins channel. They'll be live after this. I will probably be sleeping.
I just have to piss and smoke a cigarette. This is 3 hours I haven't smoked again, Max.
I know.
Pretty damn good.
Same. We're trying to. We're
I mean,
trying
at least
to
you got your
quit,
vape, though.
but
Yeah, I
we've been
do.
trying to quit for like 3 days, but it's been like one of those things that every time we're trying to quit, we get super stressed out and anxiety because something happens.
Yeah.
Like every time. So
That's like me and
tomorrow's
Nick. We're the
day.
same. We're the same. Right.
I'm
Nick?
gonna quit. I need to quit. That's for sure.
We have to. We've got to. So
I can't quit you, Tom.
I can't quit you either, buddy.
I'm quitting you guys for a while.
Oh, loyalty.
It'll be fine. The people.
Jules,
who-
you guys coming over to my channel when Kathleen kills it?
Yep.
You make me sound like I'm
I
a
need to
party
eat a
pooper.
snack, but yeah.
No.
What about you, Max?
Me for food.
No,
what?
absolutely not, Kathleen. You've been up so late this week. I don't blame you. I didn't really want to do it either, but Troy.
I still
strong-armed
can't
me.
do oddballs if I quit smoking, and that's also another thing that we're getting rid of is the cigarettes as well. We might be back in a few months. It's just why winter's here. We really can't. But it kind of sucks because I think we just hit 300 subs like as of a couple minutes ago.
He'll be there.
Because I'm here.
Way to throw your weight around, David.
Oh, 304 as of a few minutes ago.
There
Maybe
you
I
go.
should subscribe too. Huh?
But if I'm not posting content all the time, I might lose them.
No, I mean, most people
That's fine.
subscribe. They're not going to just go unsubscribe.
Yeah.
No,
That's
man, that
true.
was a big day. I hit 1,000 and then 1,000 and then 1,000.
You hit 1,000 3 times.
4. I counted it 4 times.
4 times. Okay.
I hit 1,000 4 times today. And then I hit.
Did anybody guess who the voice was on your story?
Nope. Nope. Nobody did.
I missed that.
We
But
were.
the bright side, though, if you like my fancy shirts while I'm gone, you can still order them because I got the store up before we lost dinner.
What are you doing?
So that's been great. We'll be fine. Like I said, there's stuff going on in the world right now that's people need things more than I need internet. So before anybody tries, and I'll state this again, before anybody tries any funny business, Reptile Relief 101.
So if we donate there and then we help you.
But then
Yes.
you could take the help that you're going to give me and donate more to them. See what I mean?
I want to donate David's body to science.
You could probably get paid for it.
Always with the money.
Not in Canadian, you can't.
You can sell your body in Canada.
Nope, no surrogates.
You could be a prostitute.
Yep.
No,
No.
money can't change hands.
Sir, I wasn't going to impregnate anybody. Jesus. Said I'm ready for kids.
That's what
No,
you said
there's
when you
something
came
called
home from
the
rodeo.
there's actually something called the Reproductive Act, and it's that nobody should be really, what's the word, profiting on donating things like eggs, your services as a gestational carrier, or sperm. You shouldn't make profit off that. It's supposed to be like a scientific donation. Like people are struggling to conceive. It's a donation, right? So, I mean, they still have to pay for like the procedures themselves. But when we hear stories about like the people that like gestational carriers down in the States, like that's insane. We don't do it to make money here. We do it to help people. I'm actually looking at donating my eggs because I don't want them anymore. Get them out of me. Done. Over. Go. Be free. Amongst the people.
Sell that shit on eBay.
I
You're
can't
not
sell
allowed to
them in
sell
Canada. So I will ship my eggs to you, Nick, and you can handle it and sell them in the States.
All right, deal.
Just put like someone else's picture on like what the biological mother looks like.
I'll just say these eggs are from Canada.
Paris Wonderland. I thought this was going to be about snakes. No, my shows are never just about snakes. It's also about getting to know the people behind like the business.
Fucking Corey. When did I get here? 8 o'clock.
Corey, you're like 14, isn't it your bedtime?
He needs a bedtime story first.
Once upon a time, there was a little boy named Corey, and he went the F to bed.
F yeah.
I wasn't sleeping
All right.
when I was 14 either.
All right. You shenanigan knee people can go over, have a break to Tom's and Casey's channel. Thank you guys for coming out. Thank you, David, for coming on and being the last hurrah.
You got me. You got me here.
It's kind of funny how it turned out that way.
No, I had to tell you no like 40 times.
Hold on, I have to put the link in the. Is that the YouTube link to the stream?
That's to the channel. I have the link to this.
Yeah, I have to put it in because your links won't pop in. Go to that channel if you want to see these guys keep continuing. I may appear in the chats, but I'm not going on screen anymore. Don't ghost us forever. It'll probably be like May or June before I'm back, I'm thinking. So, thank you guys for coming on. Thank you guys for coming in the chat. I'm going to miss you guys, seriously.
Well,
But
thank you, Kathleen.
my friends have my number if they need it. I'll still have internet tomorrow. It doesn't get disconnected till Monday because that's a business day and that's when they come to disconnect. So
We'll chit chat tomorrow.
yeah, we'll chit chat tomorrow. Maybe I'll jump on IG or something tomorrow and do something. I was just really sad because next week I had like Reggie from Reggie's Urban Jungle on.
Oh man,
Oh,
that'd have been awesome.
I was going to ask him about his tigers.
Hell yeah.
Houston Tigers. And then I also had Foster with Genetic Intuition on next weekend and Cody with KTA Constrictors.
Nice.
Yeah, so it was going to be fun. But I'll be back. Thank you guys for coming and watching. All the links are down below. If you can donate to Reptile Relief 101, PayPal's in the description below. Go follow that stream link. I said these guys are going to continue partying till like 6 in the morning. Do not beat 8 hours and 43 minutes because I do not have the time to try to beat you guys back.
I'll be there as soon as I piss. I gotta pee really bad.
All right, David.
All right. Bye, guys. Have a good one.
Thanks, Kathleen.
Bye.
See you guys later.
Yeah,
Have a great
thank
night.
you.